fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. Lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. Lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. Lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. Let's have fun chatting, gaming, discuss pop culture, and chill. Lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family. The lens of truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family.
All right, you guys. Hello. Welcome on in. Yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. Let's see. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Oop Doop44. Welcome in. Hello, Paul Matthias and Nelly Cheppy. Hello, Yellow, Rover, Griffin, Cup Darkness, Beagle King, and Goku Red. What's up, guys? All right, Rover, no worries. Yeah, today's not going to be a long stream. Today it'll just be about 2 hours. What are you going to be streaming today, Rover? Yeah, before we get started, we're going to just kind of do like we do all the time, is look at some funny videos on Instagram and things like that before we get started, because I think the main topic today will be the Sony PlayStation stuff. Yep, definitely, definitely, Tony. I'll be getting it day one. Yeah, I've been waiting for something new Splatoon related. So yeah, yeah. How are you doing today, Tony? A mix of Mario Kart World and Breath of the Wild. Nice. But yeah, Splatoon Raiders is gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun game. So yeah, what have you guys been up to today? Already? What? Already, Cup? Are you serious? Hello, Emerald. What's up? Welcome on in, Emerald. Yeah, today, you guys, we're gonna talk about the whole everything going digital. You know, Sony's starting this big ol' yeah. Sony is taking a lot of L's recently with what they said. Ooh, all right, Rover. I'll definitely give you a shout out later on, right when you decide to leave the chat. Oh yeah, definitely, Tony. That would be fun. Definitely, we're gonna have to do that because I'm gonna be playing that game a lot on stream and off screen. So yeah, right, Emerald. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. PS6. Oh, I wonder what the price of a PS6 is gonna be, you guys. You know, let's get started and just start talking about Sony. Is a PS6 gonna be costing what, $1,000, you guys? What do you guys think? Any guesses? Cause have they even talked about what the price would be? Cause how much is a price right now for a PlayStation PS5 Pro? Let's look it up. Let me see. PS5 Pro price. Let's go to this side. Let's see. What I know, that's what I'm thinking. $1,000. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I know, just let us own our own games. Can't believe Nintendo's the only video game. At least for now, though, you guys. We're not gonna. We need to keep. Yeah, these businesses are not our friend. These mega corporations. So yeah, Nintendo for now will be the last one to do so, but they are slowly moving that way too. So it'll be they're gonna be the last ones to do it. But hello, Wyatt. Still waiting for Mario Maker 2 before GTA 6. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll do another one. Trust me, Wyatt. We'll do another one because it was fun when you shared your videos. I mean, your levels. So we'll do another one. PS. Ooh, you know what? I can see that. Ooh, I can see that being like, you know, they have different models, different. So let's see. The PlayStation 5 Pro 2 terabyte model is currently at $899. You guys, $899 for a PS5 Pro is insane. So yeah, it's gonna be over 1,200 bucks. I am not getting no PS6. Nope. Yeah, Emerald. Yep, Nintendo has the same problem with the game is rarely on the cartridge. It requires a download normally. Yeah, hopefully they rectify that because that's been biting them in the butt because of the whole. What was that thing called again? Those digital cards. What are they called? The ones that flopped. The ones that no one's been buying. I always forget the name just because I've been ignoring them for so long. There we go. The game key cards. Thank you, Yellow. That they've been flopping because no, they're you know, you guys, they're lying. So they've said, oh, we're trying our best, you know, to use the actual cartridges that hold a lot of memory, but no, they have full control of that stuff. The Sony delaying GTA 6 before GTA 6 is insane. I know, right, Yellow? 900 bucks, so almost $1,000 for a PS5 Pro before tax is insane. It's funny because the prices are making the Switch 2 worth it. I know, isn't that crazy? How it's still making the Switch 2 the cheapest console. I know, and you know what's funny, Emerald? Oh, we're gonna talk about that, you guys. Sony was caught lying about digital games being sold the most when it comes to like their systems. They got caught lying because I think there was a leak not too long ago that exposed that they were lying about the whole digital to physical ratio. Did you guys hear about that? Let me know. Did you guys hear? I know I had heard about it before, but we're gonna show proof, you guys, that they were lying because they just wanna they're I think they're being sued too because their investors want them to obviously make the most money. And yeah, they lied. It's crazy. So don't trust the numbers when they say, oh, this game sold more digitally than physical. They were lying. Oh, you okay, Rover? We have screenshots, you guys. The leaked actually happened not too long ago, and there's a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, and we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we're gonna watch all the memes, Yellow, the Domino's Pizza post. We're gonna look at all that stuff. We're going all in on these companies. Yes, we're definitely going on in. Exactly, Emerald. Yo, Bizal22, what's up? Hello. And hello, Angelo. Welcome in. SSD and RAM is expensive, so PS6 will be a lot. Prices aren't. Yeah, Tony, the prices are insane for that stuff. So they are. This is the time where gamers are literally voting with their wallets, you guys. They are canceling PlayStation Plus subscriptions. People are yeah, they're going all in on Sony. Hello, awesome Jess. Good to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing, Jess? Yeah, how's everyone's day so far? We're starting a little bit early, you guys. Today is podcast number 4. We're going all in on Sony in a bit. But I'm doing good today, Angelo. It's going to be a hot one today over here. What about yourself? I recently got more social media apps like Discord and TikTok and made accounts on there. Hey, let's go, Yellow. Nice, nice. Oh, but you know what, though? I think Xbox did something really dumb lately. Did you hear they're trying to do... Let me see. Let me type it in before I forget. Let me see. Xbox... we're gonna talk about them doing something really stupid too. The Xbox literally said they're doing this physical to digital converter. You guys, they're testing that out. Did you guys hear about that? That you can supposedly put in your old discs, convert them digitally, but they can still, people are saying, yeah, it's still gonna be a digital license where they can delete them at any time. It's like each one of them is trying to ruin their reputation. They're like, hold my beer, you guys, hold my beer. Who can F up more in these next few days? Hello, APK, what's up? And hello, Eslo, good to see you. Yes, how's it going, Eslo? And hello, Robin, good to see you guys. Eslo's in here, you guys, and Robin, let's go. Yeah, Darkness, look, it's called Convert Physical Games to Digital. There's a lot of videos on it right now, and even though they're supposedly going to start testing it out, it's still another way that they can easily delete them at some point. So yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, let's go. Thank you for watching while you're working, Jess. Enjoy your day. And I know Griffin said enjoy the rest of your work day, Griffin, as well. Yeah, thank you, Eslo. So even Microsoft just laid off 4,800 people. Thanks for letting me know, Eslo. That is insane, you guys. Yeah, yeah, it's insane. Dude, you know what's crazy? So the past few years, people have been moving on to PC because although obviously PC is all digital, when it comes to playing games on Steam, you guys, they literally let you own the game even if the game stopped being made. They don't delete it from your account. The Steam company isn't owned by any shareholders, you guys. I don't know if you guys knew this. Steam is owned by a family, and they are really for the consumers. So you guys will never lose your games on there. They never delete them. So it's just crazy. And I'm actually slowly gonna be playing more games on PC. If I'm able to buy them on PC than PS6, I'm gonna be doing that. I'll be buying Stellar Blade 2 on PC. Yeah, glad they moved away from Sony because they were censoring them way too much. Exactly, Emerald, right? Common sense. Having them years later. Exactly, Tony. Yeah, exactly, Tony. Yeah, we've been talking about this forever. Yeah, like 10 years, even longer, right, Tony? Because the thing is, yes, digital games are convenient, but the way that Sony's taken away options is the crazy part. They want to be a monopoly. And I don't know if you guys knew, but Sony is being sued in France for that reason, you guys. There's this whole thing in France, I think, that. Watch. I mean, let me look it up. They're being sued in France, you guys, for that same reason because they really want to be a monopoly, which is crazy. Yeah, Emerald. So I'm slowly like obviously the games that I can't get on Switch, I'll be playing more on PC. Because I do have a Steam library, you guys. I have streamed Steam games on this channel before, so meanwhile, Nintendo keeping workers. Yes, you know what? Nintendo has actually raised the salary of a lot of their workers, right, Eslo? Hello, Jo. What's up? Good to see you. Been tired? Other than that, you're good. It's taking it easy today. Nice, Angelo. Yeah, hello, APK. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Dude, yes. And then also that's hurting them too. Okay, GTA is going to sell a lot. Let's not, lie and be like, "Oh, it's going to flop." But GTA being digital only is also going to hurt them in the long run. And you know what's crazy? I feel like GTA and the company is going to get hacked. And I don't know why. I don't know. There's people who are gonna be hacking them and extorting them. Something crazy I feel like is gonna happen when the game releases, and I don't know. Something crazy is gonna happen when I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Hello, Freddie Guerra. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah. So yeah. Yellow. So Nintendo does make cartridges. So they make cartridges, but because um see, Japan's way different when it comes to physical media, but even then, they're slowly going to move away from that. Yeah, Sony is being sued in France for this reason, you guys. So they are getting sued everywhere, and it's not going to take a long time before they get sued here in the States because of it. Exactly, right, Jo? Yeah. And also, we're going to look at the memes right now, you guys. Watch. We're going to look at the memes. Hello, Alex Mack. I see you. Welcome in. Yep. The physical copy for GTA 6 is going to be a literal box with a code in the middle inside of it, Rover. Yes. Oh, yeah. That was funny, Angelo. That was funny. With Star Gamer last night when you blundered. Hilarious. Okay, so Lorenzo, what's up? I know, I'm not Star. Hilarious. Hello, Beagle King. Welcome up. Welcome in. So yeah, so I have Switch One, Switch OLED, Switch Two, I have a PS5. I have a Nintendo 3DS, a Game Boy Advance, a GameCube, a Wii U. What else? Super Nintendo. I own the N64. And what else? Yeah, I own a lot of consoles. Hey, you did that too, Aslo. You talked about the memes last night. Let's go. Yeah, how are you doing today, Freddie Guerra? What's up? Thank you for the follow, Bizall. So before we get started, hold on, you guys. Before we get started, welcome on in. Every time I start a podcast, I always like to at least look at some of the short videos that I've done and people who like to participate in them. So you guys, if you guys haven't done this, you guys are welcome to look at my short side. And the latest one that I did was wrong answers only. I want to see what you guys put in here. So I was holding up my Venusaur, and let me know if you guys can hear the audio. I'm gonna read a lot of your guys' responses. So, all right, you guys, it's another one of these wrong answer only videos. Who is this Pokemon? Who is this big old toad-looking thing, dinosaur? It's a Venusaur, but yeah, give me all your funny answers, and we will be looking at them and reading them on my next live stream. But yeah, who is this? Wrong answers only. Classic Gen 1 Pokemon right here, you guys. There's more of these to come. So yeah, can you guys hear it? Let me know if the audio came through. All Hello, right, Jassim. Welcome on in. Answer only video. Oh, by the way, Jassim, it looked like you were accidentally, I think you were accidentally blocked, but I unblocked you on my channel. I don't know what happened. Tony, why did you delete Yellow's message? Tony. Yeah, why did you accidentally delete Yellow's message? I just saw that. Was that an accident, Tony? Yeah, it was an accident, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, Jassim. Yo, Ryan, I remember you. Blender Boy. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, because Yellow said, but Nintendo doesn't make discs anymore, so we... Yeah, you accidentally deleted his message, Tony. Yellow. Yeah, I remember you, Ryan. SSBR, what's up? I remember you. Welcome in. But yeah, Oh, no, you're good, Tony. You're good. Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, let's look at the... Nah, you're good, Tony. It happens. It happens. So yeah, you guys look. One of the memes. Oh, a minute ago. Oh my gosh, Rover. Rover said, so that's gonna be Pikachu mixed with Zelda and Wario is crazy. I can see the Wario. Yo, Doom. I haven't seen you in a minute. How's it going, Doom? Good to see you again. And then Bulbasaur. So that's the thing that ate Toad, says Yellow. Riley said blue from Jurassic World. Beagle King said blueberry with the leaf. My twin, Goofy Height. This is the great plant frog from the fourth. It says darkness. That's Vileplume. That's Bulbasac. And that's Charizard. Hilarious, you guys. Hilarious. That is funny, you guys. That is funny. But yeah, that's just some of those ones that we have here. And if you guys haven't checked out the day that I went to that place where they sell toys and games, there was a lot of funny things we saw, like this cheeked up Charizard. Hilarious, you guys. If you guys didn't see this already. You guys like big Charizard. Yo, Joshua, yes, the game key cards were the start. As often as you like during the turn before you How's it going, Greek? Turn energy. Let's see, SS Fire Ring. Let's see, Spitfire. Remember Darkness? Yeah. Known to unintentionally cause cheek friction fires is insane, you guys. That is so funny. Yo, Ronan, what's up, Ronan? I was not expecting that, you guys. You guys, Ronan is in here.
Not expecting that, you guys.
You got the DLC for Animal Crossing? Nice, Beagle King. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, awesome, Jess. You're excited to play Mousepare for Hire Physical. Let's go. When did you get it? Awesome, Jess. That game is so good. Oh, did you just post something on Discord, Doom? Yeah, did you just post it? Because I haven't been on it since this morning, Doom. I'll check it out after the stream, though. Oh, July 10th, nice. Yo, Game 123, yes, Game, welcome back. I see you, Game. And then last one, you guys, look, this is what started the whole thing, was, look, Thick Pikachu when I went to that place, look.
Hey guys, get ready to laugh. Look at this, you guys. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a towel. It's a
This
towel,
is
Joshua.
crazy.
You can buy these online, you
Pikachu.
guys.
Clap, Thunder Cheeks. Flip a coin. If tails, Thick Pikachu deals 10 damage to itself.
We're having to walk around. We'll come back.
When several of these thick Pokemon gather, their thick electric cheeks can cause thunderstorms. That is insane. That is insane. That is hilarious. Oh, and look, there's something even better, you guys. Watch. Hold on. I just saw.
All right, so that's
Okay,
enough of that. Let's go to. We're gonna go to the memes, you guys. Hold on, we're gonna go to the memes. All right, Doom. I'll definitely check it out after, Doom. Yeah, I haven't been on it since this morning, so yeah. You got some good news. Let's go. So yeah, Ronan. See, a lot of people have been converting to going to PC because of all this crazy stuff. Yeah, welcome on in, Alex. Yeah, the thick Pikachu. It's like the body pillows, yeah. All right, you guys, let's look at some memes, you guys. We're talking, these are the memes that have been going on for Sony right now. Not the Rick roll, oh my gosh. I think, yes, Helpmeister has Rick rolled me before, but he's a mod, so it's funny when he did it the first time, Rover. Yo, Splat Royalty, what's up? I haven't seen you in a minute. What have you been up to? Hopefully you had a good 4th of July. You'd hang it on your wall, Ronan, is crazy. All right, let's listen, you guys. So this is the thing that Sony said 13 years ago.
They have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
Exactly, Joshua.
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc,
And we're going to read the comments right now, you guys. These comments are going to go all in on Sony. But let me just do something real quick. I forgot to announce something. So I'll check it out right now, Doom. Now that you reminded me, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, you recovered your old account, Doomslayer? Let's go. Yeah, that's what's up. You recovered your old account, Doomslayer, after 10 years. It's crazy. Alright, guys, I'm going to pin something real quick, you guys. So I don't know who's been banning the following people right here on this channel. So the following people have been... So yeah, I'm gonna post something on here. So any of you guys are my mods, please do not ban the following people. I've been checking for the last few months, and these people keep getting banned. So I will be removing everyone's mod status if it happens again. And I'm just gonna be keeping Helpmeister and Gabriel for the moment if that happens. But yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jess. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah, the following people keep getting banned for no reason, so please stop. I don't know who's been doing it. So yeah, Dakota, Yellow Gaming, Jasim, Gamer123, Teju, Luke Boss, Wyatt, Jo keep getting banned. So if it was an accident, okay, but I've been the past few months I've been taking screenshots on my end on YouTube, and they keep on happening. So yeah. Yeah, Ronan. Yeah, see, that's why. Yeah, yeah, won't be any new mods for the time being, like at all. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, they just keep getting blocked on my channel for no reason. Or maybe too, you know, I will give like maybe in the past people might have thought that they said something wrong by accident, but yeah, you just don't let it happen. If they if it's nothing crazy, you guys don't ban people for no reason. If you know, but yeah, I don't think it's any of you guys, but yeah, just letting you guys know. Yeah, we don't have any logs for this, Awesome Jess, so we can't see. So yeah. But yeah, good thing is though, see the good thing about having a second account on YouTube. So yeah, don't block anyone just because they have a second account on YouTube, because that they've been letting me know that they've been blocked because they have a second account. They said, hey, I can't message you on the chat, you guys. So yeah, don't block them just because they have an alternate account. So yeah, that's also, you know, that's not a big deal. So yeah, only unless, you know, I block people unless they say something crazy. If it's someone that I've never seen before, then obviously, but yeah, there's no reason. Yeah, there's no reason. Splat Royalty, they just every other day I check on my YouTube channel and they just keep getting blocked. So yeah. So yeah, if I see that again, I'm just gonna let Ronan, Helpmeister, and Gabriel be the only mods for the time being if that happens again. Since I've known them for over 4 years now, they were my first 3 mods. So if it happens again, for the time being, because yeah, you can't keep track of it, which sucks. So. Yeah, but yo, how's it going? Fat Boys Gaming, good to see you. Yeah, I do trust you. Yes, awesome. Yes, I do trust you, Griffin, and Jess. But just if it happens again, just for the time being, no, you know, it's nothing personal. But I just known them for over 4 years. Just saying, just letting you guys know. But hello, Rouster. But yeah, just yeah, we'll see what happens though. But let's just not make it, I guess. Yeah, I have removed a few. Actually, I have removed a few mods that haven't been coming here for for like over a year now. So at least that's something. But yeah, welcome on in, Rouster. Good to see you. Oh, be careful, Ronan, with the thunder. But other than that, you guys, you know, what is it? I'm easygoing. So as long as you need a year break. Oh my gosh. No, Joshua. No, that someone. Yeah, I've back Joshua, back when I first started this channel, I used to give people the mod status fairly quickly, but now obviously I've been a little bit more. You actually have to be, you know, of age, and if you looks like you're really young, then yeah, I won't give anyone a mod status if they're way too young and immature. So yeah. Yeah, no, it wasn't you, Eslo. You're good. You're good. Yeah, yeah. I think it. Yeah, it's all good though. Yeah, But yeah. But just seem you were accidentally blocked as well, but I unblocked you. But you're good now, you guys, because I've been checking every day. So, but yeah, I trust you guys though. I do trust you guys. So, yeah, for now I won't be adding. Yeah, I won't be adding any new mods, Griffin. Yep. But yeah, you guys, yeah, don't block anyone unless obviously they say something crazy. But other than that, that's why I usually wait. Yeah, exactly, fat boys. Exactly, exactly. But yeah, all right, Aslo, no worries. Exactly, awesome, Jess. Yeah, see, yeah, that's why I'm gonna wait. Yeah, exactly, Ronan. Yeah, people being shadow banned and yeah. So Joshua, I didn't do much for 4th of July. I just streamed and watched shows. I didn't do much. I didn't go out. What did you do, Joshua? And you know what? Before I forget, you guys, Fat Boys Gaming is also another content creator. So let me give him a shout out. His channel is funny, and yeah, let me give you a shout out, Fat Boys. There you go. Oh, really? Oh, dang, Ronan. All right, let me give you a shout out to I forgot Alex that I keep forgetting Alex that you're a content creator. So let me give a shout out to Alex. Says YouTube censors messages sometimes and even the streamer doesn't know. It happens to me in Alex's stream when I was asking if we could join the chat. It was crazy. Oh, okay, so see, that's also something too, Rouster, that I'm also thinking happens. So sometimes it might not even be the mods, you guys. So sometimes YouTube does that on its own. So if that's also part of it, then yeah, it's probably not the mods at all. So if that happens, still I feel like having less mods will have more control for me to see, you know. Yeah, but that does happen though too, Ralster. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, exactly, Jess. Yeah, it's obviously if it's someone who's saying crazy stuff, then obviously block them. But yeah, but for some reason, the following people that I pinned down here just keep getting blocked for no reason. So that's the only issue. Yeah, because that's very specific. I don't know why. Hello, Helpmeister. What's up? Cooking, fireworks mostly. Nice. Oh, you know what, Griffin? Savvy did tell me that someone blocked a few people, you know, that are really cool on the channel too. So, yeah, I say you guys, if you guys are YouTubers, check your settings on YouTube. Go to where it says the community moderation and check to see if anyone has been blocked by accident. See, YouTube banned your name. Oh, okay, see, sometimes it might be YouTube and yeah, check your settings on the YouTube settings. Yeah, exactly, Griffin. Yeah. But yeah, check your guys' settings on YouTube Studio, and there's a whole section there that shows who's been blocked on your account, and you can unblock them. So, but that's crazy though. YouTube banned your name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, sometimes it is YouTube too. But yeah, how are you doing, Help? Yeah. Yeah, I trust you guys. I trust you guys. Hey, let's go, Helpmeister. Let's go. Yeah, dang, you know what you're doing with computers help. That's crazy. You know what you're doing. Exactly, Griffin. Yep. He said it happened to him too, that someone blocked someone on his channel too, so. But yeah, I say you guys check your settings on YouTube and see if anyone has been accidentally blocked. Because yeah, I checked mine and a few people who have never done anything wrong on my channel were blocked for no reason. But yeah, Splat Royalty, that is kind of crazy if they do that eventually, right? All right, guys. So let's go back to Sony. Let's go back to Sony. See, hidden in YouTube Studio is blocked under your Google account. Hidden only on YouTube, blocked access all Google stuff. Oh, really, fat boys? Okay. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you're not blocked, but yeah, a lot of you guys were. Well, the following people that I posted on here kept getting blocked, but luckily they have a second account on YouTube and they told me that they couldn't send messages, so that's how I kept checking. So there's also a Google account too that I have to check. What? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to look how do you look that up though, fat boys, on Google? Okay, yeah, Jess. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's why when I kept seeing that people were blocked, like Dakota kept getting blocked, I went into my settings and I kept taking screenshots. I would unblock them and they would keep happening. So, yeah. Oh, gotcha, fat boy. See? That does happen too. So. Cause I literally just blocked someone a few minutes ago on my vertical stream, you guys. I get trolls in here all the time. I just blocked someone a little while ago. And a few days ago, I blocked like 2 people. So yeah. Let's see, in Studio, you click image, go to settings, and Google block people. Oh, okay. Okay, fat boys, okay. Hello, Neil, what's up? How's it going, Neil? Welcome in. Hello, Tori, what's up? How are you doing today, Tori? I know, right? F them trolls, exactly, exactly. Wait, who's a mom? Ardian or Ardian? Who is that? UTTP bots. I do not know what that is, Rover. What is that? Yeah, what have you been up to, Tori? Yeah, well, yeah, good to see you, Neil. Yeah, here's your Tori. We're gonna go all in. We're gonna look at some memes right now, you guys. We're gonna look at some memes. They have been going in on Sony and well deserved. Yeah. I think we might have another one right now, help. What do you mean, Ardian Hari? Who's a mom? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Hellmeister. See, usually when I see like this, I usually see what happens next and then I block. It's dinner time. No worries, Joshua. No worries. Enjoy your dinner. This won't be a long stream, you guys. We're all just going to focus on Sony on this podcast today. Yes, we're going to check the restaurants roasting Sony, you guys. All right, I'm definitely going to do that, fat boys. Thanks for letting me know about that. Okay. Yeah, I kind of scrolled through the Animal Crossing stream roster and it looked like you guys were having fun. Yeah, since Scott just started playing Animal Crossing, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was live during that time, but I hit the like button the other day. So, yeah, thank you, Help. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Help. Thank you. But yeah, okay. All right, now that we got that out of the way, you guys, let's start looking at the memes. All right, let's start. Okay, so this is what Sony said 13 years ago, you guys. Can you guys let me know if the volume is just okay? I don't want it to be too loud.
They have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game.
All right, volume is
retail,
fine. All right,
sell it
perfect.
to another person,
Yeah,
lend
because
it
I'm
to
not
a
using my
friend,
headphones
or
today,
keep it
so
forever.
okay. All right, so you guys, we're gonna read some of the comments because you know the comments go all in on Instagram. They like to go all in on Instagram. Yes, it is hot today, Hishitori. It's really hot today. I do have, yeah, it's hot today. So, you know, on Instagram, they go all in. So watch. Let's see, let's see. Oh, this is, but you know, okay, even though I don't, here's what I will say. Even though I don't condone pirating games, it's gonna not stop people from doing it. So yeah, Sony's gonna definitely feel their games being pirated. You know, people are gonna do what they're gonna do, especially when a company gets greedy, you guys. So yeah, right, story. I know, right, Jo? They don't feel the same anymore. And look, if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. That they've been using that line for a minute now. Oh, and did you guys hear? Sony hasn't said anything for 3 days. They went radio silent on you know, on X, on Twitter. They usually post every day. They haven't said anything. They went all silent, you guys. All right, Rover, you know, let me give you a shout out. I want to give you a shout out, Rover. Hold on one second. You said you're going to go live in a bit, so let me give you a shout out. Yeah, you guys. Ooh, and by the way, you guys, Rover is almost close to 1K subs, you guys. He's literally 4 subs away, you guys. So consider checking out his channel and seeing if you guys want to subscribe to him. So you guys don't have to, but you guys are always welcome to check someone out. And if it looks like they're your vibe, consider subscribing. So yeah, go ahead and check out Rover, you guys. I wear the kind of tank to the gym, but no wives are hurt. Just a shirt. Rouster, that is too funny. That is too funny. Yeah, that name is crazy, right? Hishitori, the name that they were given to these shirts is crazy. I just call it a tank top. I just call it a tank top. That's funny. I know, you know what? So Nintendo's greedy, you guys. All these companies are not our friends. They're all greedy, but right now, Nintendo's looking like the hero while Sony and Xbox are messing up big time. So don't trust any of these, you guys, because Nintendo will be doing this. They're doing this slowly too, you guys. So none of them are out of the woods just yet. Yes, Tony, yes. Splatoon will have online multiplayer where we can help each other out. Tony, it's going to be so cool. The Nintendo Treehouse showed gameplay of 4 players, Tony. It's going to be dope. All right, let's see what else they said. PlayStation pulled an Uno reverse on us. What else? What else? Let's see. It said, this shows the importance of leadership. The current leadership at Sony doesn't get it. This will cost them. And the fact that Sony has been censoring games for the past few years, also their whole Western mindset has been hurting them. They should have just stayed with the Japanese, you know, mindset, because they have been going too much on censoring for no reason. If you guys know the story of Stellar Blade and how it was censored like crazy, you guys will know how dumb they were. All right, let's look at some more memes. Hold on, let's go back. You guys, look. Let's look at you guys. Did you guys hear that Domino's and KFC were trolling Sony? Who knew? Did anyone hear about that? So about 3-4 days ago, they got trolled by Domino's. When, yeah, it says right here, Domino's and KFC troll Sony's move away from physical discs. It was crazy. No, so Tony, so Splatoon Raiders only has it'll be co-op. It'll be almost like a horde mode, Tony, where you have to survive with your teammate. Yeah, that's what I meant. No, it's only going to be like a co-op mode where you survive waves of enemies. You heard about it? Yeah, we're going to read it. Exactly, Tony. Yeah, they're going to be the last ones to do it, but yeah, Nintendo's slowly moving towards that, so Welcome back, Alex. So yeah, let's go. Let's see what they said. So it says right here, you guys, this was from Domino's. It said, official statement. In the response to trends in the gaming industry as of April 1st, 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only. Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizza codes and, using the power of imagination, enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. Is crazy, you guys. That is insane. I can't believe that. I'm here for all. I'm here for all them going in, you guys. I'm here for it. And again, it's not like people, like, for example, I own a lot of digital games too, but taking away people's choice of physical, they really want to go into a monopoly because yeah. Yeah, Rouster. So see, yeah. We talked about Xbox on the last podcasting, and the issue with Microsoft is that they thought going all digital was the future when they went with the Game Pass thing. So I don't know if you guys heard, but so Xbox thought they were going to have 100 million subscribers to Game Pass, and they barely hit 33 million. So not even a little over a fourth of what they wanted. So they're also not making money like they thought they were going to. And them not having an identity with, having original IPs and their own, just like Nintendo has an identity, that's been hurting them in the long run too. And Sony's going the same way, because the way that they've been killing off studios, laying people off, no one wants to wait 3, 4, 5 years for God of War, 6, 7 years in between, and no smaller games in between. It's like, come on. That's why I know people make fun of Nintendo, but they, between the big games like Zelda, Mario, they have the little games like, Rhythm Heaven, Pokemon Pokopia, and all the little games to fill up the gaps makes a system worth it. So Sony wants just to have the Last of Us style games, which, that's not a good strategy to have that. And thank you, Ishitori, for sending the star for 2 jewels. I appreciate it. Thank you. Right? Blockbuster was a thing back then. The flashbacks. I completely forgot about that. Yes, download your dinner, you guys. Download your dinner, Jo. And then just like the McDonald's CEO, download your food products. Exactly, Rouster, right? Like, people should have a choice. Like, I own several digital games that I know that I would like digital only. Like, for example, every single Splatoon game that I own is digital because I play those types of games every single day, and I would like to not be popping the cartridge in and out. And those are multiplayer only games for the most part, so that's a convenience for me. But I always buy Zelda, Mario, Metroid, and all the other first-party IPs. Same thing with Resident Evil. I buy all those physical. So, hello, Gustavo. Good to see you. Yeah, Sony's taking away the choice. So, see, Animal Crossing physical. Yeah, for the most part, for me, like, I get 90% of my games are physical. All right, let's go to the next meme, you guys. Oh, I forgot, you guys, the DeLorean. Did you guys hear about this one? I did. I never read this one. The DeLorean even went in on Sony. So let's read this for the first time. So this is DMC. This is their official statement right here, you guys. Like, in response to the trends in the automotive industry, as of 1st of April 2027, the DeLorean will continue producing physical DeLoreans while expanding into digital DeLoreans. Consumers will be able to download our full range of iconic digital DeLoreans and enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. We respect the physical world. We believe in the digital one. And we think the best future is the one where both move forward together, preferably at 88 miles per hour. Is crazy, you guys. I did not know this one happened. I heard about it, but that is kind of insane. That is kind of insane. Oh, and you know what I've been hating what they've been using due to industry trends. They've been saying that to try and, make it seem like, oh, everyone wants digital only. So dumb. Yo, Spider Zane, you're good. No worries, Spider Zane. We've already been doing this for an hour. We'll go for one more hour. It's not going to be a long stream today. Right now we're just looking at the memes that they've been making fun of Sony for the going all digital. Have you heard of these memes, Spider Zane? Oh yeah, Tony. Yeah, I can see them doing because that would be a really easy thing to do for an all digital Switch 2 and making it cheaper. But the thing is though, like, we need options. So I get it. I feel like that's the future too, an all digital Switch system. Yep. 3 hour stream, lol. Maybe if we maybe. But watch here. Did you hear that? Look, Spider Zane, I'm gonna read it one more time. Domino's made fun of Sony the other day. Look, and it said this: in response to trends in the gaming industry, as of 1st of April 2027, Domino's will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to digital pizzas only. That is insane. Like they said, consumers will be able to download our full range of pizza codes using the power of imagination and enjoy them in an entirely virtual sense. It's crazy. Yo, Wyvern, yes, I'm here for the trolling. I like to be balanced, so when a company is doing something stupid, we're gonna go in on them. How's it going, Wyvern? So yeah, Domino's, the DeLorean. Now we're gonna read KFC, you guys. Did you hear about this one? I don't think I read this one all the way through because I just heard about it. So but yeah, they're going all in, you guys. So this is from KFC. All right, no worries, Zane. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, if you just need a lurk, then just lurk. But the multitasking, let's go. Yeah, the way they're trolling Sony, you guys. Oh, yeah, and again, you guys, Sony has been silent for literally 3 days. They haven't said anything. I want to see what excuse they do. How are they going to try to backpedal this? Because even I think the news what picked up on this. You guys, everyone is talking about this. So it says right here, KFC, breaking news. KFC will stop offering physical format starting today. Its products can only be consumed through an app in fake PNG format. Is crazy. So they're literally making fun of fake PNGs and all that. That is so crazy. Let me see if they can. Is this a video? Let me see. Let me find the actual. Let me see if I can actually see the video. Imagine, Browser, not the 3D printing is crazy. While we talk about this, you guys, watch. You know what? I have a video of Smash JT, and they're gonna talk about this. So let's I have to be pausing this just because I have to give my commentary, so they won't think I'm stealing, content. So.
Beautiful women in them. You don't want them to have January 2028. They're going all digital, and the internet's no longer going.
So yeah, this is just it's back. PlayStation has a community note problem.
To be having physical games allowed for it. As of January 2028, they're going all digital, and the internet is not having it. People are pissed. No matter what side of the fence you're on, be it you care about these games, you don't care about these games, you like games to have beautiful women in them, you don't want them to have ugly.
I thought it was a video, but never mind. It was just a post for KFC, Spider Zane. Yeah, they were just posts that they did on X with KFC and Domino's.
Everyone's coming together saying, hey, one thing we can agree on is we want physical games. whether it's because we want the games to be able to hold them, tangibly touch them, and keep them for preservation purposes, for competition purposes, to make sure that digital doesn't go all the power with Sony and be able to raise the prices, whatever the reason is. People don't want physical games going away. And now we have a story coming out that Sony is being busted, potentially trying to get rid of the community notes, exposing them. I said, they removed the original community note. Sony is trying so hard to bury this. New community note replaced it. This is wild. And this post right now has already gotten 128 million views in just 4 days. All right. Important updates, news on physical discs for new games, news on PlayStation Store on PS3 and PS Vita, and we have a new community note. OJ Player Essence, the old community note was replaced with a new one for Sony eliminating physical games. Now 3 separate community notes.
I've been doing good, Gustavo. What about you? Oh, this reminds me, you guys. So the day that they announced, did you guys hear? The day that they announced, the no more physical games, they killed off the PS3 online store and the Vita store. I completely forgot they did it the day of. Watch. PS3 and Vita store. They did it on the same day, you guys. They literally back to back. Exactly, Spider Zane. So that's why I guess a community note. I guess a community note on X means like it's like a warning, right? Is a community note mean like a warning that they've been doing something they can't do, right? So yeah, the day, look, you guys, Sony is permanently closing the PlayStation Store for new purchases on PS3, PS Vita. Closures begin, let's see, a global shutdown on July 2027. Dang, by the end of this month. That is insane, at the end of this month. I didn't know it was that soon, you guys. Oh, and on and on top of that, you guys, they removed 500 movies from their store too. And if you purchase them, they removed 500 movies from your own, like ones that you bought. So they did this within the last 4 days, you guys. They are getting, that is so stupid. Yo, no worries, Luke Boss, right? It's stupid. And by the way, Luke Boss, you were accidentally blocked on the channel. You probably weren't able to chat the other day because I don't know, you were accidentally blocked, but I fixed it though. Welcome on in though, Luke. I know, Wyvern, they literally did this in the last 4 days, you guys. It started with the movies. So if you guys bought movies on Sony, they literally removed them because their license ran out. They just did it out of nowhere. Oh, yeah, exactly. I think GameStop, Tori, just talked about this, that a lot of companies are going to be affected. This is a big old domino effect on a lot of physical games. So yeah, GameStop has already been screwed the past 5 years. They've been trying to survive, so this is gonna big time hurt them even more. Exactly, Luke. So I think I talked about this before, that people have been asking, why haven't I been streaming Sonic Racing Cross Worlds? I have it on PS5, but in order to play it, you need to pay, for the PlayStation Plus, and I rarely use PS Plus unless I was playing Monster Hunter, and I guess Sonic Racing was the only one. So I don't think I'm going to be renewing it anytime soon, because a lot of people have been unsubscribing from them just to hurt them too. So let's see if that helps. Because yeah, I haven't resubscribed in months, so I'm just gonna hold off and not even do it until, just to see. But there's no need for me to play on there for now, even though a lot of good stuff is coming, like the TMNT DLC. But yeah, my main system is the Switch. That's why I always play online there. But all I know is that I'm gonna be buying a lot of, like, for example, Stellar Blade Part 2 is going to come out for PC next year. They moved away from Sony because they were also censoring that company and the game like crazy. So I'm going to definitely be buying it on PC. Exactly, Wyvern. They literally removed over 500 movies. Oh yeah, we just looked at that. Exactly, look, Luke. We literally just talked about it. Look, KFC, the DeLorean, and Domino's went all in on them. So I'm glad this is happening. Yo, what's up, Frank? It's good to see you. What's up? How are you doing today, Frank? Yo, what's up, Lao boys? um, I have ChatGPT. Yes. Yes, so Spider Zane, I actually have streamed a lot of PC games here on my channel. There's been a lot of indie games that I got gifted through my channel. So I've been gifted a lot of indie games. I've done reviews for them. I'm gonna be playing some demos that I've been holding off on Steam for a long time. So I'm gonna definitely be playing a lot of Steam demos that look really cool. So yeah. Welcome back, Cup. Let's see. Big tech changed Tune AI, but won't say it. I know lots of jobs are being cut by eliminate the job. Yeah, that is happening a lot, Loud Boy. Yes. Ooh, okay. What should I type in on ChatGPT? Let me know, Frank. What should I type in? Yeah, Nintendo will be doing this too, you guys. I feel like they're going to be the last ones to hold on to physical. They're going to be the last ones to do this. But yeah, everything is slowly moving to digital though, but... Oh yeah, it is true. That's the thing. So this is a business move though, Frank. Yes. So I get it. A business has to make money, and investors. Did you guys hear once Sony announced that they were going to go all digital, their stocks went up because for investors, they're going to be making a lot of money because, yeah, like you said, less repairs, less parts, no disk drive. You don't have to pay for all that. You don't have to pay retailers to ship things, no more plastic being used, none of that stuff. So I get it. But if you guys didn't know, though, Sony is being sued in France because of this, because the whole law over there is different. So I think they're getting sued because they're trying to monopolize everything. So yeah, at least France is getting a head start on being sued, you guys. That is crazy. So we'll see what happens with that lawsuit in France. Yeah, it definitely costs a lot, Rouster. Yes, it does.
Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Digital purchases grant a revocable...
Thank you. Yes, the right to own in Europe. Exactly, Frank. Yes. Dude, the Splinter Cell game. But see, let's not get started with Ubisoft or Ubisoft and the way that they've been handling their IPs. Let's see how Splinter Cell remake goes, because they've been censoring too much and their games are very horrible running at the start. They're always glitched out. So I always wait to buy any any Ubisoft game, because that's another terrible company. Oh really, Frank? Okay. Dang, that is crazy, Jo. Replacing it with the bots. Oh my gosh. Yo, let's go. Thanks for the lurk. Enjoy your mac and cheese, Cup.
License to access content.
Let's see, what should I ask? Ask ChatGPT if games will drop what? So the thing is, though, Spider Zane, I don't want to rebuy Sonic Racing, though. I don't want to rebuy Sonic Racing Crossworlds on the Switch. That's the thing. Yeah, it's gonna, right now the petitions are going on now, at least at the start. The petitions started already, but the lawsuits will definitely come in, you guys. Yeah, remind me in a few minutes, by Frank, after I get through this section, then we'll check GPT in a few minutes. Let me know in a bit. Oh, it's on sale on PC. Okay, see, that might be a better option, Rouster, is the PC version of Sonic Racing. I might do that. We'll see. What? A cyber attack for an anime account is crazy. Never heard about that. Nope. Yoshi's Woolly World is a really fun game, Alex. But yeah, the good thing about Steam, you guys, is that Steam never erases your games. You own them forever. Yep, online is free on PC. Yes, yep. Ooh, not bad. $35.99 is a really good deal, Rouster. That's a really good deal. Yeah, on Steam, your games never get deleted. Nope.
Content, not ownership. Sony recently removed hundreds of purchased Studio Canal movies from libraries due to licensing. And that's been replaced with notes suggesting context to be shown with this post. From the Insomniac leak, PlayStation's own single-player games make up 60 to 77% of sales. And then another link, the data being used to argue for higher digital purchases includes DLC expansions, digital-only games such as early access and live services. So it really is a comparison between apples and
That is
oranges
true,
when it comes
Ishitori.
to the stats
The
that they
crashes.
provided compared to the reality of people actually buying physical games. And then another one, phasing out physical PlayStation media raises anti-consumer concerns, chiefly the loss of game ownership. Moving entirely digital means users buy revocable licenses rather than permanent assets, allowing Sony to pull access at will while eliminating resale and preservation.
Oh yeah, so yeah, exactly, Hishitori, you're right. Yeah, there. I mean, no game is perfect. I mean, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds servers are garbage, so there's crashes on all systems, which sucks, right? The Nintendo wins by doing nothing. But you know what though? The minute Nintendo messes up even a little bit, like they have been doing this generation, they're gonna go all in on Nintendo too. So the minute they mess up just a little bit, everyone's gonna go jump on in on them too, cause this is affecting every company. Also, another thing, if they go all digital, to also say that you don't own your games, you buy from them. Like, what, you expect us to commit a pirating crime? And you know what? People have been pirating like crazy because of all this. So this is actually going to be hurting Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, and just game publishers, because their people are just pirating games because of this. So it's already hurting them. Ooh, yes. How is your macaroni cup? If you bought the game, you keep it. I confirmed this through a... Yes. But yeah, I see that, Lau. I see that, Lau. But yeah, see, the thing is, so yeah, the thing is that PlayStation wants control over everything. So just like, oh yeah, remember, just like Nintendo, remember, they can brick your system at any time. So yeah, Nintendo also was called out for that. That if they look like you're doing something illegal, they can literally break your system. So yes, they are, Spider Zane. Exactly, the demonic voice, Luke. Hilarious, yes. In demonic reverb voice, exactly. So yeah, so this has been going on. What's that one game, you guys, that got pulled from Xbox a few years ago? That racing game out of nowhere, and they're getting sued for that right now. What is that one game called? It was a racing game that got pulled.
These have all been removed, put forward, and now the latest one, a Reset Era one, From the Insomniac leak, PlayStation's own single-player games make up 60 to 77% of sales, and then the data being used to argue. So that's the current one that's on there as of right now. And they have gone radio silent with posts and haven't said anything. An average gamer. This post actually got more views.
Yeah, exactly, Lau. Yep. So game companies think they can do whatever they want. I know, right? And that's why the whole thing with being always connected online is also another issue. Remember, like, I know there was a few single player games, you guys, that they wanted you to connect online. It's like, for what? So they can like spy on you or something? Like some games, yeah, that doesn't make any sense for games to be always online so they can check up on you, which is dumb. No, it wasn't Burnout. I can't remember the name. It was a very controversial thing because they literally just removed it, Luke. It was a few years ago. Exactly, Frank. Yeah. Oh yeah, so Tony and Spider Zane. You know what I was thinking? To keep in theme with Sony, I'm thinking to finally play that Stray game. You know about that cat? I have that game on my PS5 that I got for free months ago on my PS Plus. So I might do like a late night stream with that game Stray. So yeah, I might do that. Yeah, exactly, Spider Zane. I know you've been talking about it, and I've had it for months. I'm like, you know what? Let me just start it. Something different, something chill. So I'm thinking I might just stream that off of my PS5 and not this setup, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't know what time it'll be, but it'll be later on tonight, though. So yeah, so it can be just another. It'll keep it in theme with PlayStation. So yeah. Oh, really, Cup? Yeah, like I've seen gameplay of it, but I literally don't know anything of the story. So no spoilers. I haven't been spoiled about what the story's about, so it'll be fun. You've been enjoying physical and disc versions for your whole entire life. Exactly, Lau. Yeah. Oh, really? You played it day one? I know it's a short game, like it's like a 4 or 5 hour game. How long did it take you to beat it, Tony?
Then PlayStation 5 sold. Screenshot of 122 million views in 4 days. And to fact check that, PlayStation 5 has sold over 93 million units globally since its launch in November 2020. So 6 years of selling the PlayStation 5, in 4 days they already got more views of people being pissed off about the physical. King Alucard says, Hideki Minusho, CEO of PlayStation. This is the man at fault.
Oh, I didn't know this was the guy, guys. This is the guy that they're blaming. I didn't know the name of this guy. Hideki Nishino is the. They're going in on him as well, you guys. All right, Tony. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start that later on tonight. It'll be fun. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Black Resync. It does look good, but yeah, I say hold off on any Ubisoft game because they usually run horrible until they get patched up months down the road. Oh, really? I did not know about that, Luke. I did not know about the Minecraft private servers. Dang. I mean, I guess, yeah, private servers, I guess it is a thing because they're not really owned by, yeah, they can close those down at any moment because it's not part of the actual, I get it though, I get it.
Blame him. Nick Tech, 121 million views, 0.05% like ratio, 78,000 replies, mostly shitting on them. They haven't posted in 3 days. It's afraid. Ghost of Babylon. The community note is back. It was down for about 8 hours or so on July 4th. People were going nuts about the situation all throughout the day, like, holy crap, the community note got removed. And typically, community notes get removed from people in the community saying this note is not needed. I can't imagine a situation where most of the community is looking at that note saying it's not needed when it provides additional context to assist people understanding why these should not be going away, and Sony saying, hey, doesn't matter. They are. So it's very strange. It makes you
That's weird. Yo, Saga of Blitz. I'm doing good today. We're talking about the Sony situation. We're going all in. How are you doing, Saga? Let me give, how are you doing today? And let me give Saga, you guys, Saga Blitz a shout out. He's another content creator. He talks a lot about anime. So if you guys are into anime and you do a lot of reviews, right, about anime, go ahead and check him out. Yeah, we're talking about Sony right now. Hopefully you had a good 4th of July. Let's see. The world just want to remove fun from everyone's life. Exactly, Cup. Like, dang. They just want us to not have fun anymore. But please, Microsoft, tell me that it's so sinister and illegal about playing Minecraft with your best friends. I know, right, Luke? They just want to control everything. It's like, dang, come on. Yeah, how's it going, Daytona? The death of physical media. It's so annoying that they're doing it, I know, and they're getting the much needed backlash, Blitz. They are going in on Sony. Oh, did you guys hear? Now that you reminded me, did you guys hear that Sony internal leaks also said that Sony wasn't prepared for this amount of backlash? They literally thought that people were gonna just be like, whatever, like it was gonna make some noise, but they actually, it was leaked that they were not prepared for this amount in such a short time. Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's good, Blitz. Yeah, I didn't do much 4th of July, but yeah. Oh my gosh, Zane. Stray may or may not have a cat. Hilarious. What? Ghost of Tsushima's getting an anime visual novel. What? Yeah, hope all is well, Daytona. Hello, Francisco Garcia. Welcome in.
You wonder, did Sony like have some control over X or
Get over here,
complaints
Sony.
to the X team to get that removed? Regardless, the note is back.
Yeah, so yeah, Tony. Yeah, so people are saying, oh, is Sony going to pivot from what they're saying from all digital? But you know what? They literally would have to say something like, they would have to really take this back in order for it to work. But man, I can't see them backing down from this. What is it? They said what they said, and yeah, the PS6 is definitely gonna hurt from this. Even though I feel like, yeah, the PS5 is gonna be here for a lot longer. No, they already messed up big time. Yeah, this is the arrogant Sony era. Sony always has an era where they're doing really well, and then they get very greedy and cocky. Yeah, that's all it is. It's profit. And I get it, but it's like there should be a balance of. But see, here's the thing that they messed up, you guys. That's also part of what I feel like the modern day video game crash is coming, you guys. They're focusing on those live service games that have been flopping. Did you guys hear how many millions of dollars they spent on every single game that flopped? You know, Marathon, Concord. The only successful one has been Helldivers, but they're still not, and they're doubling down on those games that look just so generic. Oh my gosh. They're trying to get a hit so they can keep making money, but hello, Angelo. Yeah, thanks for still lurking. Appreciate it. How everyone thought Xbox was going to be back from all their stuff they did last year, only for them to raise that. Yeah, so see, Wyvern, thanks for letting us know that. Dude, it feels like Sony and they literally just raised the price again, and they fired all those people, Wyvern. That's why the joke right now was like, man, who can F up more, Xbox or Sony? They're like literally trading. Like, who's gonna mess up more today? They just keep on getting worse and worse. Exactly, Luke. Yeah, Frank. I mean, the fact that the PS3 servers were on that long is pretty crazy. But man, yeah, yeah, the PS3 and Vita are being shut down this month is crazy. Welcome back, Zane. The AI bubble, the hardware crisis, raising prices. Yeah, everything is hurting everyone. Customers, booting. Yeah, everything costs something. All right. Have a safe drive, Rouster. Thanks for dropping on in. Oh, yes, the online services. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Speaking about all this, even places like Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Disney Plus, all of them have been hurting because they've been raising the prices like crazy, and they act like people weren't going to like. Yeah, people have been canceling those subscriptions because that's been getting way too expensive too. So, hello, Lotus Esprit, what's up? How are you doing today? Welcome in. I know, right? Not $800 is crazy. Yo, congrats, Rover. You just hit 1K subs. Thank you guys for checking out Rover's channel. That's what's up. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit the like button on that. Hold on. Let me make sure.
I was not expecting it.
You guys, I forgot Rover. You guys, check out Rover. He's playing Mario Kart World right now. He just hit 1K subs. Let's go. Look, we're watching you right now, Rover.
Sub counter. I have no idea. 4 subs in like 5 minutes. Bro. I'm gonna throw them into the oven, don't worry. No. Send them straight to the ball machine, bro. Yo, I got a key, bro. Let's go. Welcome once. 1K, bro. This is insane.
Microsoft shouldn't have built so many data centers. Now they can't afford their own employees. Thank you, Lau, right?
Oh, okay. Yo, only 2 subs to go. No, Nicholas, we hit 1K subs already, bro. We've done it, bro. We have done it.
Let's see, Lens, do you drink water plain or yeah, I usually just drink it plain, but once in a while I like to cut up a slice of orange, slice of lemon, lime, cucumbers, strawberries are a good way to flavor your water and not add any fake sugar, and it helps with hydration, Spider Zane. You know, put lots of ice in there and the pieces of fruit will really make it refreshing. But yeah, congrats, Rover. Let's go. Congrats.
Albeit a different one. I said, David Friedman, senior level designer at Rovio, states he has, quote, heard from reliable sources.
Oh yeah, so Tony, I got Stray for free months ago when they were giving it away on the PS Plus. So that's how I got it, Tony, and I just been saving it since then. So yeah. I mean, you know what? They're obviously gonna eventually stop supporting the Switch 1, but I think it's gonna be a while because they can still make smaller games that run well on Switch 1 and obviously on Switch 2. Like the smaller ones will run on there. So I feel like it'll be a while before they completely get rid of the Switch 1 because they have too many millions of users. So buying the Steam machine so you can skip next gen consoles. Yeah, see, a lot of people are going to be doing that, Lotus. But did you hear though, because it's such a small box, Lotus, a lot of people have been getting the overheating and it's almost like the red ring of death type of thing, because it's such a small box, it's been overheating, so you have to be careful though. No, I used to, Tony, I used to have PS Plus way back for a year when I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and that's how I got it right before it ended. That's how I got one of those games that they give out every month, Tony.
And devs that Sony wasn't expecting such a hardcore backlash. And then I said I'd quote tweet him, but he has me blocked. Must be a Wookiee dev. Regardless, getting rid of physical games is bad, and that's
Oh, Wookiee dev.
This is David Freeman's full post. I've heard it straight from reliable sources.
Yep, and yeah, Lau, the industry is hurting itself. So I feel like this is why the next modern day video game crash is coming, you guys. Oh, you know what? That is true, Tony. Wait, so Tony, even if you hold on, Tony, even if you download the game, do you still need PS Plus to play it? Let me know. If okay, so I'll double check. Oh, then never mind, Tony. See, because I haven't, because I've rarely downloaded those PS Plus games that they give out for free. So in order to download it and play it, Tony, you have to have the PS Plus. So in that case, then yeah, never mind then. Yeah, because it was months ago when I downloaded it. Let's see if they give it to for free for those monthly games. Oh, see, because I think out of all the games I ever downloaded, I might have downloaded maybe 3 or 4 games. So never mind. Yeah, I don't play my PS Plus. I haven't played it in a while. Or anything online related, so that's probably why. I will not be getting GTA 6, Lorenzo. No, I've never been interested in that. Yeah, oh, okay, thank you, Lotus. Okay, so if you stop the PS Plus monthly thing, gotcha. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, they increased their price too, Lau. See, that's crazy. Oh yeah, Liquid IV is good. That one's actually really good when you need those electrolytes, when you've been doing like sweating and things like that. It has good electrolytes in there. Yep. Okay, gotcha, Tony and Lotus. See, yeah, okay. Then we'll see what I'll stream later on tonight then, Tony. We'll see. But yeah, Lorenzo, are you going to be playing GTA 6? Anyone in here getting GTA? I'm going to hold off. Like, I know a lot of people are going to be streaming it the day of, but I'm good.
From several publishers and devs that Sony wasn't expecting such hardcore backlash. They've been hit hard with the whole killing off physical media thing. And I know full well that Sony doesn't want to back down and boycotts don't do much. But I'd still say, don't stop day and night. And we have MBG saying, I'm telling you, Sony will genuinely regret this if they go through with it. Customers have put up with a lot from Sony this generation, but this crossed the line big time. Even if they force this through and GTA saves them for the short period, next gen will be ultra cooked. And I've hesitated to go on record saying, I'm not buying a PlayStation 6 no matter what, because it's all digital and I don't want to participate in that. But the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm...
Yeah, Cup, see that? Okay, I get that. That happens. Okay. That's funny, Tony. See, a lot of people are doing that. The people are getting rid of, yeah, because of that. They canceled their pre-orders, yeah. That game's gonna sell a lot regardless, but man, I have a feeling that game's gonna get hacked. And I don't know. There's something about that. I don't know.
I'm like, yeah, I don't really have a reason to be interested in the next generation of consoles if they're going to be all digital.
Yeah, I'm not interested in a PS6. I was barely interested in getting a PS5. You know, there is a lot of good PS4, PS5 games that I will be still buying, you know, physical and things like that, but I won't be buying no PS6. I don't need, yeah.
There aren't exclusive titles for Sony that I would go out of my way and spend upwards of $1,000 minimum.
Yep, nothing lasts forever, Lau.
$1,200, $1,300 minimum for a PlayStation 6 when I could just use the PC and play games on PC. The next gen of consoles, if they go all digital, is ultra cooked. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Stratty saying, it went to why context isn't needed section. What? And this is a community note explaining why context isn't needed. Show my work. The Post accurately reports Sony's official announcement on ending physical disc production for the new PlayStation game starting January 2028, with new titles digital only thereafter. Existing physical games remain unaffected per blog. User requests focus on ownership implications and the recent removal of hundreds of purchased movies from PS libraries in September 2026 due to licensing agreements. PlayStation terms confirm digital purchases are licenses, not ownership transfers. The announcement itself aligns with the linked primary source blog post. The timing with movie removals provides relevant context for readers concerned about long-term access. So this is an explanation of why the note is being removed and why it should be there. And
Oh, that's pretty cool. You still enjoy your CRT TV with N64? That's what's up. Oh, what kind of vanilla? What are you talking about, Jo?
For whatever reason, it worked and got the note down for a few hours, but it's back. Pirate Nation says, PlayStation has abandoned social media for 5 days now after they...
Dang, it's been 5 days, you guys. You guys, Sony has been silent for 5 freaking days. They haven't said anything. Okay, now that we know that they literally haven't said anything, what do you think Sony's gonna be saying? Any response? What do you guys think they're gonna, what's their PR, you know? What is their PR response gonna be when they finally say something like, oh, I'm sorry, I think one of the things might be like, you know, we're sorry about what do you think they can say, you know, to try and make it sound like they care? Like, I'm sorry, the consumer trends are changing, but we will be moving forward with our digital, you know, it's gonna, I don't know, it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, you still have a Sega Genesis and use it on your TV? Hey, that's so cool, Cup. That is really cool. Oh yeah, Tony, you know what's crazy? They already started pirating games because of this too, even more now. Yeah, and they're gonna start and then I feel like people who've never done it before, Tony, are going to start too. So they're gonna have the pros who do it and new people, and so this is definitely hurting them even more in the long run, Tony. It's gonna be crazy. That is true, Frank. Sega made the best move by switching to software only. That is true. Oh, a removable fan. Okay, Frank.
Huge backlash over the end of physical releases from everyone except some bootlickers. This is apparently not the first time. They already did it when they shut down Blue Point Games. They probably think people will forget and will eat this up. At the end of the day, what I think Sony is doing, this is part of their brand strategy. When they mess up, people waiting for them to post again. When Sony does something they know is really bad,
those memes are funny, you guys. They're in hiding, you guys. Like, that is so funny. Yep, they're focusing on the newer gen. Yeah, welcome back, Zane.
Firmly, that their whole strategy in marketing is to just let the dust settle, and more importantly, wait for bigger news to happen. And they are playing the long game with this, thinking that, yeah, when Microsoft does something.
So there we go. So yeah, Tony. So now that you reminded me, and Zane, I don't know if I'll be able to play the Stray game because it's digital. I won't even be able to play it since I don't have PS Plus. So yeah, see, there we go. That's one thing that sucks about digital only. If I don't have a subscription, I won't be able to play it. Wait, what happened, Zane? What happened? Yeah, I can see that happening, Lau.
Crazy stupid with Xbox or Nintendo screws up bad and steps on a rake, that people will just kind of, they'll remember this, but they'll move on from it. They'll stop complaining about it. and eventually they'll buy the next PlayStation. I don't think that's going to happen with this. The strategy of silence is not working. JL Game says, "Say something, Sony." Well, we're waiting. Yeah, they're still silent right now. We also have Arya. Sony's really doing a full victory lap on torching its brand this week. Today's news: Sony blocks PC purchases of Marvel Token Fighting Souls in 132 countries. Sony ends physical PS game discs from 2028.
Oh yeah, did you guys hear about this? Yeah, I will check right now. Did you guys hear that Sony's blocking the whole Marvel Token Fighting Souls in 132 countries? Oh, that is crazy.
Annoying as shit.
PlayStation users report missing playtime on physical games after Sony's disc removal goes into effect. This was bad news for Sony this week, and honestly, I don't see it.
Oh
getting
my
any
gosh,
better
Spider Zane, I saw what you
soon.
wrote. Oh my
biggest
gosh.
takeaway and message for everyone when it comes to Sony removing physical games, even if it feels like they're not going to renege on it, is to continue kicking and screaming and making a big deal out of this, because we can't let Sony get away with this. If Sony is able to move forward without having physical games in the next generation of hardware, it is going to ruin the video game industry for the long term forever. And I know a lot of people always hear that and say, well, we always got our backlogs, we just play those games and whatever, screw Sony, I just won't buy it. The problem is, the game industry needs to survive in order to thrive.
Another,
These
yeah,
companies
bad apple
are
from
so
Xbox and Sony.
fixated on greed that they are destroying it and rotting it from within. And unfortunately,
Oh, he did that and on my stream, on the collab stream in Rouster. Hilarious, Zane. Oh my gosh.
without them changing their opinion, I don't see the game industry healing at all. Like, this will not just be a game crash, but tank it. Potentially for the rest of our lifetime. Maybe someday starting back up, but the way it's going right now is not sustainable. So continue to let your voice be heard. Tell Sony that you're not happy about this.
Oh, so okay, so you guys, we're getting closer to the 2 hour mark, but guess what? So here is something that I don't know if you guys heard, but this was leaked, you guys. So you know how how Sony and a lot of people are saying that, oh, digital games are selling twice as much or more than physical games, and that's why we're moving towards that. Sony got caught lying because this was leaked. And you guys, we're gonna read all the first party games that sold more, for the most part, close or more on physical than digital. So watch, this is crazy. So watch, I've seen tons of people calling it fake, claiming that the actual physical games only make 20% of the sales. It's a lie. There's plenty of data to prove them wrong. People are still buying disc games. There is literally no way those defending Sony and their attempt to get is all effed up aren't their employees or get paid to spread such propaganda. No disc equals no buy. PS Plus canceled. So watch, this is crazy. Oh yeah, so Zane, we just talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, Microsoft laid off a lot of people, and also we talked about that they even rose their prices of their yeah, they rose their prices again too. So yeah, they laid off over 4,000 employees, right, Eslo? We kind of talked about that a little bit before you got here. Oh, you sent me something, Eslo. All right, let me see. Let me see what Eslo sent me. Yeah, it's crazy. So even so, we joked about it, Zane, that man, these past 5 days, Sony and Xbox are seeing who can F up more. Which company can mess up more, you guys? They're trading places every other day. You say PlayStation? Oh my gosh. Becoming epic when they laid out. Yeah, 1K is wild. Oh, and by the way, so yeah, you guys, Eslo just sent me something. But I'll be reading it in a bit. But you guys, Eslo right here in the chat, he's another content creator. Go ahead and check out his channel. He said he was literally just talking about this on his channel. So go ahead and check him out. Oh yeah, so you know what? Fortnite isn't doing well. Fortnite, obviously, it's been out for years. They haven't been doing so well for a long time because they've been paying out a lot of money for those, you know, celebrities and people they've been having on their, you know, events and stuff. So they're not doing so well either. That's why they laid off a lot of people. So here's Eslo's channel, you guys. So let me check what you wrote, what you put in here. Hold on. So we'll check what Eslo sent me in a bit, you guys. Yeah, thank you for sending me that, Eslo. This is a perfect to tie this in. Yo, Denzel, even though you're a little bit late, you're all good. This wasn't supposed to be a long stream. How are you doing today, Denzel? Have you been busy today? Yeah, you're kind of late, Denzel, but it's all good. Today's an early stream for this podcast style that I have. But you're good, Denzel. Hello. We're just talking about Sony. All right, so you guys look at how they've been lying. So watch, I'm gonna read this. So, seen several quote PlayStation 78% digital full game sales, thus omitting important context, you guys. Whoa, Turtle Gamer, welcome back. How are you doing, Turtle Gamer? I knew you were here before. How long ago were you here? I know it's been a while, right? Just like in Roblox, yep. Yeah, so that is not sustainable how much money they spent. I mean you're late, but it's all good though. It's all good. Oh, let's go, Turtle Gamer. You and Neslo are clowning on Sony right now. Hilarious. So yeah, you guys, this is Eslo's channel. Now I recognize you. You're from Eslo's side. Duh. How's it going? Welcome in, Turtle Gamer. How's it going, Jigsaw? Welcome in. Yeah, we're just talking about Sony and the physical games disappearing. Oh yeah, your Kirby art, Denzel. I really, really liked it. It was so cool and it looked cool and adorable at the same time, Denzel. That's why I commented on it. I liked it. Clowning on Microsoft too? Nice. Oh, especially with Marathon flopping. Oh wait, no, not Marathon. That's what is it? That's Sony's thing. But yeah, Microsoft has been messing up for a long time now. Dark Nebula, there you go. All right, so let's finish reading this. It says right here, look, that figure. Okay, so here's how they were caught lying, you guys. Look, so when they say that the digital games are selling more, you know what they included? It says right here, figures included countless digital-only releases. It said that even Capcom revealed that 84% of its sales were older catalog titles, many of which are only available digitally. So using that data is misleading. So it says right here, the real physical demand, you need to look at splits of games that release both physical and digital. Thanks to the this is how they found this out, you guys, that they were lying. Insomniac, I remember it was last year or the year before, they got leaked. And this is what really has been selling for PlayStation, you guys. Watch. Oh, really? Okay, Zane. Oh. Yeah, they are flopping, Denzel. They really are. All right, Frank, no worries. But yeah, even on my channel though, Spider Zane, I do play games that are mature, 18 plus at times, especially horror games. But yeah, he made a post and typed it in third person. Oh my gosh. But yeah, look, you guys, this is crazy. Look, Sackboy, you guys, sold 77% physical. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, 76% versus 24% digital. Ghost of Tsushima, 71 versus 29. Demon Souls, 70 versus 30. Miles Morales, 66. Spider-Man, 66. Returnal, 61. Last of Us, 61. Ghost of Tsushima, 51. And MLB The Show, 39 versus 61. That one was higher in reverse. But did you guys see how, though, they're lying? Almost all their first party games sold more physically, so they literally were manipulating the numbers on purpose. Yes, let the bloodbath continue, Eslo. Let's go. So yeah, don't trust when these companies say that, you know, they can manipulate their numbers any way they want. Thank you for the follow, Mason. Everything's been going good so well. Jigsaw, what about yourself? What about 4th of July? Was everything good? Exactly. I have Rift Apart physical as well, Zane. Oh, hilarious. Cup. That is funny, Denzel. That is funny, Denzel. So it says right here, per Sony's own internal data, 31 over 33 first-party games from their chart sold more physical than digital. Uncharted 4 has an insane 83% physical split. And it says right here, 60% of Astrobot sales across Europe were physical. Speaking of Astrobot, I bought that physical as well, you guys. That was a really good game. But see, yeah, 60% Astrobot. See, yeah, they were lying, you guys. So, yeah, these companies... Exactly, Eslo. Nintendo's all like, come over here. Right, Turtle Gamer? Exactly, Tony, right? Gaming is becoming less and less attractive. Yeah, it used to be about being creative, and now it's all about obviously making money, but yeah. Yeah, Astrobot is such a good game. I know the older one is pretty good too, but the new one was really fun. All right, let's look at what Eslo sent me. Let's see. Let's see what this post says. It says right here, PlayStation was roasted 13 times with community notes showing up and changing over the last 5 days for attempting to end physical games. So it said 155 million views on X, over 25 million more views than the first trailer of GTA 6, 3 times more than GTA 6 pre-order announcement, the greatest self-sabotage in history. No disc, no buy. Hilarious, Eslo. I know, right, Denzel? I know, don't let them fool you, Jigsaw. Exactly. Yo, Game Eat Sleep, we're talking about the Sony physical games being erased, and we're just talking about them getting roasted for the past 5 days on social media. Yeah, welcome in. I know, right? I like money. That's why Sony was getting roasted and people are mad. They literally shut down their best studios that made them their remakes, remasters, and original games. So why did they shut them down? So that we can get what? The Last of Us remakes, God of Wars only? It's like there's no games in between. Alright, so let's read what they put. Oh, you know what? Oh man, you know, I just remembered, you guys. I can't log into my X because I think I got a lot of spam on there. I'm gonna have to create a new X. I can't log in. I have to delete mine. I think mine. Oh man, it won't let me check on this one. The Mongols. I don't know if it'll be a video, Zane. I don't know if it'll be a video, but yeah. Imagine if they would collab with Nintendo, Denzel. Yeah, you guys, I forgot. So I forgot to tell you guys, a few months ago, my ex got hacked and they kept posting random stuff about like, they kept posting some stuff about like buying digital assets or something. And then they kept saying that that I couldn't post anymore because I kept getting like, I kept sending spam to people. Like they kept, yeah, like they hacked my account and then they kept spamming random things. And then when I finally got in there, they said that I couldn't post anymore. So I keep forgetting. I'm gonna go log back in and have X delete my account so I can eventually start a new one. Yeah, so I can't even go in here and read it. Look, I can't even. I'm gonna log in next time, but. Yeah, it's been a while, but I just haven't done it. I haven't like checked in it in a while. I know, I know. Yeah, and that was actually, yeah. I'm gonna have to start a new one, and then I tried zooming in Spider Zane, but it's already very very blurry. I know. Have fun with that image. Yeah.
Thank you for all the kind birthday wishes yesterday. I had some merchandise down a bunch of their studios.
All right, let's
so
check
that
out
way they
RGT
don't
real
look
quick.
like the biggest villain in the room, but I'm not letting you slide off the hook that easy, PlayStation, because you lied. You lied, you lied, you lied. And it's something that I have talked about for years on this channel, especially when I was definitely a lot more into physical games. Talking about the split between physical and digital sales, how the data is skewed, because now we have concrete proof that we actually had a little while ago, but people just kind of forgot about it, that this data is completely skewed, and PlayStation is just lying out their ass. But that's not the only thing we have to talk about today.
Hold on. Eslo sent me a new one. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Eslo. Let me double check real quick. Eslo. Oh my gosh, Eslo. Look at what Eslo sent me, you guys. Look. Eslo sent me this like 1998 Metal Gear, and then 2028 it says download code for birthday. That sucks. That is hilarious. That is a good AI image right there. That is a good one. That is so true. Do you remember when games used to actually be complete? I know, right, Jigsaw? You're damn right. Sony's lying. That is too funny. That is too funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Again, yes, thank you. You guys, Eslo sent me a new one. Appreciate it. All right, let's start reading, you guys. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It says Reddit readers added context they thought people might want to know. Let's see. Phasing out physical PlayStation discs. Oh, there you go. Phasing out physical PlayStation media raises anti-consumer concerns, chiefly the loss of game ownership. Moving entirely digital means users buy revocable licenses rather than permanent assets, allowing Sony to pull access at will while eliminating resale preservation. So Sony has neither the customer support or the account security to support an all digital ecosystem. Oh, I know, right, Zane? Oh my gosh. And it says Article 102 of the European Union prohibits a company in a dominant position from abusing that position, particularly by imposing unfair conditions, limiting productions or innovation to the detriment of consumers, or distorting competition. That's why they're getting sued in France, you guys. Thank you, Eslo. That was a good context there. That's why they're getting sued in Europe for that. They're trying to monopolize what they sell. They try to force you to sell. And let's see. Digital purchases grant a revocable license to access content, not ownership. Sony recently removed hundreds of purchased studio canal movies from libraries due to licensing. Okay. Let's see. Sony is pushing a digital monopoly, ending physical discs and closing PS3 Vita stores turns purchases into revocable licenses under Sony's control. The EU penalized Apple for comparable DMA abuses. Sony is eroding ownership, consumer choices the same way. Oh, I forgot about the Apple thing that happened. Yeah. All right, Game Eat. Have a good one. Yes, get some sleep, rest well, and we'll see you on the next one. I might be streaming later on tonight. I'll be doing a late night stream today, but we'll see what game it is. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Game. See you next time. Exactly, Jigsaw, right? That is very unfair, right? These companies always get sued, nothing ever comes. I know, and that's the thing, right, Tony? I feel like in order for things to take place to really damage them, they have to get sued multiple times for completely different reasons too, right? They have to like keep on getting sued. Maybe it'll make a big difference, but it's better than nothing, right, Tony? Like, not only, like, for example, let's just say more and more lawsuits happen, more and more people cancel the PlayStation subscriptions, they stop buying games on PlayStation, they move to PC. That can really hurt them, but it's gonna start somewhere, right? Not the 6DS, the Nintendo 6. Oh my gosh. Really? See? Oh, they're not gonna be selling the Switch One in Europe. Dang, recently? Oh, I forgot. I don't know if I'm sure there was an Xbox lawsuit not too long ago, Denzel. I'm sure there was. Yeah, the Xbox also getting sued. Nintendo also got sued with their whole their Joy-Con drifting. They got sued recently and they lost. Yeah, Nintendo actually lost the lawsuit, which is good. So yeah, here's the thing about Spider Zane. So here's the thing about PC has been digital obviously for a long time. They used to be physical, but on Steam, here's the thing: those on Steam games, if a game ever stops being made or sold, they do not remove it from your account. So on Steam, you guys, you will literally always have your game if you buy it. They cannot remove it. You can always re-download it. That's something that's crazy, that you can't remove them from. That's one of their promises that they've made on Steam, is that that is crazy. They're actually for the consumers. I know, right, Jigsaw? Since 1995. Since you had a PS1 back in the day, Jigsaw, and then PS2, nice. Yeah, I'm sure they had a lawsuit, Denzo. I just can't think of the latest one. But yeah, Nintendo did lose a lawsuit for the Joy-Cons because they knew they were crappy and they didn't do anything about it. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, PlayStation took Xbox to court for the Activision deal. I completely forgot. That thing took so long to do, right, Tony? They were on there for years. Really? Your Xbox was hacked? What? That sucks, Denzel. But yeah, that's pretty cool though. This is crazy, all this stuff right here. Wait, so Eslo, so was Sony, so for right here on Sony, were they deleting all these comments, or they were trying to were they trying to hide these comments on X? Oh yeah, the Dreamcast. Yeah, that one died off fast, but I know a lot of people who owned it. The Dreamcast was ahead of its time. No, so here's the thing so Nintendo knew the Joy-Cons were terrible. They purposely, they were able to fix them for free. Like I sent in two of my Joy-Con to Nintendo, and I got them fixed for free. But they knew that people wouldn't want to do that over and over, so a lot of people just bought new Joy-Cons instead. So that's why they got sued, because they knew that they were faulty. So when the Switch 2 came out, they fixed them a little bit better, but not a lot. So that's why they got sued. They knew about it. Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you, Eslo. So they were trying to remove those community notes. Okay, gotcha. That's crazy, Eslo. See, yeah, Sony's trying to make sure nobody sees this, but no, too late. No way, Tony. That is crazy. Your PS4 got hacked while you're watching a movie? Man. All right, Zane, no worries. Oh, yeah, this is the one. Yes, I did hear about this, Eslo. Yes, let's see. So, Eslo just sent me about the Microsoft layoff right here. This is another big one right here, man. Oh, what's up, Salt? Oh, you didn't get a notification? Yeah, you know what? I don't get notifications on certain people that I watch, which is so dumb. I don't get it, but welcome in, Salt. So yeah, this is awesome, man. So you guys, I'm thinking of making a video, you guys, of the, have you guys ever heard of the video game crash of the 1980s? Let me know if you guys have ever heard of that. I'm gonna make a video of where actually, I think we're heading in the modern day video game crash, you guys. Yep. So yeah, Sony removing movies that you bought. They're canceling physical games, and what is it? They just closed down their PS3 store and the Vita store, Salt. Oh, okay, Salt, this is funny. You lived through the crash, so you know what's funny, Eslo? I only learned about it years after, because I wasn't born at that time. I was way too young when that happened, but watching videos through like the years, I'm gonna make a video of this. We're gonna talk about the ET game, you guys. I'm old. Yep, same here, Salt. I'm way, I'm older than you, Salt, but yeah, that was still like before my time. But yeah. So it says right here, yeah, they laid off 4,800 employees, you guys. Oh, I can't read it. Okay, look. After cutting down almost 10,000 jobs, you guys. Microsoft is further laying off for the new fiscal year another 4,800 employees, approximately 2.1% of its workforce. Oh wait, and did you guys hear about this, Eslo? I heard that they're trying to separate Microsoft and Xbox into their own separate thing. They used to be combined together. And they're trying to, if I remember, they're trying to make Xbox be its own thing, so that, all the money they've been losing, so they can be responsible for that. That is crazy. I forgot about that too. Yeah, see, that's good, Cup. See, yeah, having physical movies and games. Yeah, I still have a lot of that stuff too. Yes, Salt. Yep. Yeah, so you know what? We're gonna end the stream with talking about all of this is gonna lead up to the modern day crash, but let's talk about the one in the 80s real quick, you guys. Let's here while we play this a little bit. We're gonna search that up right now.
People like to say, oh, well, if you have an all digital library with PlayStation, it's fine. Your library's fine. You're gonna be fine. And well, what if they changed the terms of service back in April to where you wouldn't be fine? And there's a bunch of caveats now, and there's a time expiration on when you have to access your PlayStation account, or else you lose it, and you lose all the transactions tied within it. That couldn't be the case, could it?
I was about to call a roofing company just to figure out what this might cost. Wait, you're still doing that? Have you not seen this new roofing calculator? No, what is that? It's way easier. You just go on their site, type in your address, and it gives you.
First time on the channel, hit that subscribe button. PlayStation account, including games, DLC, and other digital content, will no longer be accessible. According to the terms of service, this process is irreversible. And if you don't believe Pirate Nation, you can clearly see right here. Here you go.
The gaming and
All there, black and white, clear as crystal. Now, let's first get the elephant out of the room.
Oh yeah, this is another thing. I forgot about this one, about if you don't log into your PlayStation PSN account. Yeah, I forgot about this one. This is a good one. There's rumors that Atari put copies of... Yes, and it wasn't a rumor, Esla. We're going to talk about that. That was not a rumor. It was an actual fact. Exactly, Tony. Yeah, physical is needed, because what if the internet goes out? Yeah, it's not reliable. Wait, what do you mean? Have you tried the Nintendo DMs? What is that?
Okay.
Thank you, Griffin.
Who's not
Appreciate it.
logging into their PlayStation Network account in 3 years or something like that. I get that mentality. However, that is a whataboutism in this discussion. The discussion is about digital games and your ownership of them. And if you truly own them, there should not be a way for you to lose all of those games. Think about this. All right, count in 3 years.
Oh, you mean the YouTube just... No, I haven't even tested that out at all. Nope. Yeah, hello, Braxton. What's up? Wait, what is a God Pack, Braxton? Yeah, chat's been going pretty good, Griffin. Yeah, so far everything's been going good, Griffin. Yep. So yeah, did you guys hear about this? Look, this is another terms of service that they were trying to sneak in there, you guys. Look, if a PlayStation account remains inactive for 36 months, Sony may begin to close accounts. The account holder will receive an email and has 6 months to sign in or request their account if the account remains active. So this is another thing they've been sneaking in there, you guys. So yeah, Sony has been getting like clocked big time. Hello, Cheeky Pika, what's up? We're talking about Sony. How are you doing today, Cheeky? You could put that in there if you want, a YouTube link on your channel, if you like, Spider Zane. Yeah, thank you for the commands, and thank you for the commands, Griffin, for CMG and Cheeky. How are you doing, Cherryman? By the way, Cherryman, I saw your latest video. I haven't commented on it just yet, but that was a good video talking about PlayStation. So you know what? Perfect timing. Watch. You guys, if you don't mind, want me to put up your video for a little bit, Cherryman? You. I just heard, so Spiders, and I just heard that the DM thing for YouTube is very like you have to do a lot just to activate it. So I didn't even bother with that. But yeah, I've been doing good, Cheeky. We just been roasting Sony and how the internet has been really going in on Sony and the way that they're going to remove physical games. So that's what we've been talking about today. All right, we're going to look at Cherryman's video, you guys. Watch. So, you guys, this is Cherryman. He just put in a good video called, let's see. It says, PlayStation is getting rid of physical games in 2028. So, yeah, fans are furious.
CD, no. At the start of the game, you can choose any shelter you want, but once you pick a spot, there's no turning back.
Yeah, we're gonna end the stream soon, you guys. But yeah, we've been talking to. Yeah, it's been funny.
Miss one detail. PlayStation.
God Pack, if you. Oh, okay, gotcha, Braxton.
They're getting rid of it on January 2028. That's
Yes,
only
Cup.
2 years from today. 2 years from today and a half, that physical games is going to be gone. Lord have mercy. And all of the games over the years that Sony has been taking over with the PlayStation 2, with the PlayStation 3. They have been a staple for a long time in the gaming community, in the gaming world. Sony has set the standard, and they actually set the standard over Nintendo. Nintendo used to set the standard back in the days, you know, with the Super NES, with the Nintendo 64, with the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. They used to set the standard, but now Sony sets the standard. Then along came with Xbox, with Sega. But now, not anymore, not anymore. Nintendo sets the standard with the Nintendo Switch 2.
And you know this, man.
And we've got hard copies.
That's some good editing, Cherry Man. That is too funny.
Star Fox and Indiana Jones in the Black Circle, all hard copies, okay? These are hard copies. These are copied. These are copied games here. These are physical copies on the Nintendo Switch 2. Physical copies. And I'm gonna tell you something. Oh, not to mention another physical copy, but this is the game key card. But you still have a physical cartridge. But the PlayStation is not having none of that. Nintendo still has hard physical copies. Even though this is a game key card, you can still sell these. But the Sony PlayStation 5, no. And it all starts with GTA 6. GTA 6 is not going to be having physical copies, because when you listen to this article right here, when you listen to the whole article, it says GTA 6 will cost $80 and physical disc will not contain a disc. So basically, there is no physical disc. There's no more discs. So they already started it up. They're letting you know that the new industry is moving forward. This is the way of the new industry, that games are gone. There's no more physical media. And not only that there's no physical media, Sony gets right to it. Because you know what? Don't even blame GTA for this. This is the standard. We don't have movies. I don't even use this for my movies, to be honest. I stream my movies. We have cable TVs. You know that digital cable with the box? We don't use digital cable. We have stream.
So yeah, have a good night, Neil. Thanks for coming on in. Yes, bad boy GTA. Exactly, Irom. How are you doing? Yes, Salt hates Star Fox, Chariot Man. But yeah, you guys, we're looking at Chariot Man's video. It's not chilling with Len should be a crime is crazy, Salt. But yeah, this is some good editing at Chariot Man. So this is perfect for what we were talking about today. I know. Oh wait. Oh, that's too bad to hear, Irom.
Streaming apps. We have streaming. You can stream from the internet and watch your movie. They already got started with Sony saying this. The PlayStation Store. This is what a person on X says. This is what happens when you buy digital, by the way. As of 1st September 2026, due to our content license agreements, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Studio Canal content, and the content will be removed from your video library. Thank you, the PlayStation Store. Play has no limits. So basically, all of your media that you have in the PlayStation Store will be eliminated. Now, you would think that this is what's going to happen to games. Games are going to be eliminated. It's something that they're working on. I don't know what they're working on, but it's crazy. Whatever is happening, it's happening. And fans are not happy. Fans are not freaking happy. But before I go with all of the comments on the fandom of the PlayStation 5, because this is the downfall of, you're going to get mad. If you don't like the, I'm going to tell you something right now.
I know all that money you spent, right, Salt?
If you don't like this video, you dumb it down. If you're a Sony fan, dumb this goddamn video down. Dumb it down. Hey, dumb it down.
Oh.
Do it now. You don't even hear.
That's funny. Hold on.
Dumb it down. Hey, dumb it down. Do it now. You don't even hear.
I like those inserts, Chariot Man. That's yeah. Thank you for repeating that, Eslo. So yeah, you guys. Eslo said that Nintendo gained more sales over the Sony and Xbox troubles too. So that is crazy. So now because of it, it's been benefiting Nintendo, which is hilarious. So people weren't mad. I mean, people weren't happy about that. Hilarious. Oh, Alex, thank you for sending the jewel for the star for 2 jewels. I appreciate it, Alex. Thank you. Let me put this up for I know a few of you guys sent. I think Hishitori sent one or someone else earlier, a little star. So let me put this up real quick. I appreciate that. There we go. Now it showed up on screen. Thank you, Alex Mack. I know. More send me money. Thank you. I knew it was Hishitori. Yeah, thank you, Cup. Yeah, thank you so much.
Xbox talk about this. But if you don't like this goddamn video, you gonna freaking dumb it. Oh my goodness, hold on, cause it's so goddamn hot. It's been hot here. Oh my God, ice coming out of the damn thing. It's so damn hot that I have to freaking drink the damn thing because it's been freaking hot. So you know what? You know what I mean.
The heat wave in New York. The heat wave, Cherry Man.
On Polygon talks about this, has an article that explains this. And after I talk about the article, we're gonna go into some of the comments. I'm gonna show you all the comments, and I'm gonna talk to you a few comments.
Exactly, Salt. They are both like, yeah, Nintendo, they're Japanese, and Sony. That is too funny, Salt. Yeah, so apparently they're having a heat wave over there in New York, Spider Zane. Yep.
And mentioning how the fans feel, because the fans are outraged. They are pissed off. But listen to these articles from Polygon. Check this out. And on Polygon it says, the future is cooked. You hear that? The future is cooked. Fans in total shock over the PlayStation ending physical game releases. Fans had lots of strong feelings about PS5 games going all digital in 2028. They got strong feelings. The Sony PlayStation fan base is mad. They are outraged about this whole thing. And you know what? People used to bash the damn game key cards, but you see, at least with the Nintendo Switch, you still get a freaking physical. You can get something physical, and you can just download it onto the game key card, and it can be sold on in any system, because you can't play the game key card. You can still sell it at anywhere you go. You can still sell your game key cards, because without the game key cards, the games don't work. By the way, just to let you know that you got to have your game key cards for the games to work.
That's good though that the temperature went down. It took a turn. Nice. Dang, 110 and 13 is wild, Salt. That is funny. Yes, Astrobot is dancing, but they're getting cooked. Darkness. That is too funny. Except Nintendo's the older, more beautiful sister to be dating over the ugly stepsister, aka Sony, is wild. That is too funny, Eslo. Dang, 102. Whoa.
But now the Sony fan base is outraged, and I'm just gonna leave some other paragraphs. But listen to it, it has to say, because it explains why the Sony fans are outraged, and I'm gonna read some of the.
That's good then, Cherryman 70. Nice.
Tons of it. I can't get them all, but I'm trying to put a lot of them. But listen to what it has to say. In 2013, executives at PlayStation mocked Microsoft's decision to limit digital gaming sharing on the Xbox One. Now, 13 years later, Sony has announced that it will cease production of physical PlayStation games starting in 2028. Fans revisiting the jockey's video.
But yeah, you guys, look, Chariot Man is getting close. He's really getting close to 2K subs, you guys. So I'm going to put his link one more time here if you guys want to check him out. He does a lot of great video edits, and he also does live streams, so go ahead and check him out.
Can't help but fixate on the irony of it all in 2026. The company that once boasted about embracing physical games is now doing away with them altogether. You know what I'm talking about? That little article right here. You can see that little picture right here if they was mocking Sony. So what goes around comes around. And you don't hear Microsoft talking about they getting rid of physical games. You hear this from Sony. Now, Microsoft also leads with Game Pass. They have other gaming services. So Microsoft is not going to be affected by this, because Microsoft has...
But yeah, I'll leave a review later on. I mean, a review. I'll leave a comment later on, Cherry Man. But yeah, you did really good on the video. I just need to finish watching it. But yeah. Yeah, Spider Zane. But see, they used to have more mascots, but they fumbled the bag. You're welcome, Cherry Man. They fumbled the bag with Crash Bandicoot. They could have owned them. Spyro. And let's see. They had a few others that they could have made. Oh, what is it? Sly Cooper. They should have kept what they had, though, back then. And luckily, you know, Astrobot is a really good mascot, but they still need a little bit more games. But remember, now then, they haven't done anything with Twisted Metal. Remember Sweet Tooth the Clown? Yeah, the editing is really good, right? And yeah, guys, check them out. And also, normally, every time I watch a video from you, and any person that has been monetized, I don't skip their ads, because that does help out their channel revenue, you guys. But for this one, I had to skip them. But yeah, I usually watch everyone's ads and stuff because it does help out their channel. What is it? You guys earned your monetization stuff, so I usually don't skip their ads, but because it does help out their channel. See, Nintendo could easily redo that image to have their own workers showing physical Exactly, Eslo, exactly. So before I end the stream, you guys, we're going to do one last video that talks about the old video game crash of 1983. So this was a thing, you guys. In 1983, this is what happened. You guys, the video game market back then, people were making terrible, terrible games that it got oversaturated. And you know what happened to E.T., you guys? There was an E.T. game that literally was so bad that it got buried in a landfill in Mexico, you guys. There's an entire movie that talks about that situation, and they go dig it up in Mexico, you guys, and they are actually there, all buried in the landfill in Mexico. Yes, I saw the movie a few years ago, you guys, so it was actually true. They buried these games, and mostly Atari and Ivan, was it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you heard about it? Okay, and also, guess what? Guess who saved the video game? So guess who saved the video game crash of the 80s, you guys? Nintendo. And you know who it was? With the original Super Mario Brothers. The Mario Brothers game was so good that it saved the video game industry. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, they kept releasing game after game. The terrible games that kept coming out were so bad, people thought it was going to be a fad. So then when Nintendo released a good game, it saved the industry. That's crazy. When do you want to host them? Chill Aspirin, wait, hold on. Memorial service. How's it going, Chill Aspirin? Thank you for being a Highland member for 6 months. Wait, what do you mean memorial service? For Sony? Are you talking about Sony? Or the video game crash, the modern one that's coming up? Oh, that's funny, Cup. The expansion pack. Let's see, Nintendo had to make the NES look like a VCR to fix the game market. That is true, IROM. And then the song ruined it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Cheeky Pika, it's an actual fact. That was the 1983 video game crash. Yeah, the physical games. Oh, that is too funny, Chill. Thank you so much. That is so funny. How are you doing today, Chill? Yeah, they're still having physical games till, yeah, on the Switch 2, Cherry, man. You're right.
The gaming industry today is a behemoth in terms of generating income. The industry generated approximately
I'm gonna look up the movie right now, Spider Zane.
In 2024, more than twice the revenue of both the music and film industries combined. And with a plethora of genres to choose from, there is something for everyone. It may then come as a surprise that in the not too distant past, the industry ground to an uncomfortable halt and almost collapsed completely in the United States. But what caused this sudden massive decline and nearly buried the multi-billion-dollar industry we know today? To answer that question, we need to go back. The late 70s and 80s, considered the golden age of arcade gaming, driven by iconic titles like Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, was a time of rapid growth within the gaming industry, technological development and advances in computing technology that had greater power and lower costs. This allowed for more complex games than was previously possible, with the use of RGB coloured graphics becoming more widespread, meaning more and more arcade games were being produced in colour rather than black and white. In 1977, Atari released the Atari VCS, which would later be renamed the Atari 2600, and for the next few years they would become a dominant player in the home console market. And in 1980, the release of the licensed version of Space Invaders on the console solidified its position at the top of the ladder. Atari's success emboldened other companies, and as a result, a multitude of other consoles were introduced to the market, including the ColecoVision, Vectrex, and Intellivision. Each of these consoles had a library of titles produced by the console maker. Prior to 1979, there were no third-party developers for gaming consoles. However, an internal disagreement within Atari led to 4 video game programmers leaving the company and forming Activision. Already being familiar with the Atari VCS system, they then developed their own games, and while Atari did try to sue Activision, this ultimately failed to get the desired outcome, and the case was ultimately settled. Whilst this meant that Activision had to pay Atari royalties, it also legitimized the viability of third-party developers within the industry. This would ultimately become one of the major factors and causes of what we now refer to as the console crash. An oversaturation of poor quality games being produced by companies trying to emulate Activision's success. By 1983, it was estimated that over 100 companies were trying to gain a foothold in the market. If the public liked an idea or format of a game, these companies would try to capitalize on that, leading to numerous clones of otherwise successful titles filling store shelves. With all these new games flooding the market, many stores just didn't have the shelf space to accommodate any new games or consoles. And due to lack of sales, when retailers tried to return these products, the publishers just didn't have the cash to refund the retailers. And just like that, many publishers, including games by Apollo and US Games, disappeared from the market. Many retailers now unable to return the games were trying to sell these games off for a fraction of the initial retail price. Atari did try to replicate the success of the licensed Space Invaders game with releases such as Pac-Man. Unfortunately, due to poor sound and visual quality, this struggled to replicate its success in arcades. And E.T., the extraterrestrial...
Yeah, you guys, look, the Pac-Man game looked and ran terrible, and then look at this E.T. game. I think the E.T. was the final straw, you guys.
Often cited as the cause of Atari's woes in this time period, ultimately coming across as a soulless cash grab. This led to the urban legend that Atari buried many of its unsold cartridges in a landfill. The urban legend, initially suggesting millions of unsold units were buried, was later clarified by former Atari executive James Heller to be closer to 728,000 units. And whilst
that was E.T. Spider Zane back in the day. So yeah, you guys, back then, you know when a trend happens, so video games back then were considered a fad, quote unquote, and people jumped in, you know, trying to make money really quick, and they just made terrible games and nobody would buy them. So because of that, they had so many excess games that didn't sell, and I guess Atari had the E.T. game that was supposed to sell. You know, they were trying to capitalize off of the movie, you know, the iconic movie of the day, of that time, was E.T., and it didn't sell well, and that was what was, I guess, the final straw. But it was more than just that. But that was the game that people kind of go to as like the worst game ever made and what caused it. So yeah, and they were actually built. They were dumped in a landfill in New Mexico, you guys.
E.T. was clearly a commercial failure. It was more of a symptom of a wider issue rather than the root cause of all their problems at the time. This new lack of confidence within the gaming market led to many retailers refusing to sell video game consoles and games, or reduce their stock significantly. With those retailers set up to exclusively sell video games closing down altogether, further impacting overall video game sales. It wasn't until 1986 that the industry started to recover, and by this time dominance within the market had shifted to Japanese publishers. With the NES dominating sales in the late 80s, Nintendo controlled the majority of the US console market. The waning interest in consoles also paved the way for the computer game market to gain a foothold within the US with the release of the Commodore 64, a lack of interest in the console market, and Nintendo limiting the number of third-party releases each year on their console. Publishers such as Activision turned their attention to making computer game titles in order to stay viable. While it is unlikely that a crash to the same scale as what occurred in the 1980s will happen in the future, due to how diverse the market is in terms of genre and the type of content available, there is certainly comparisons that can be made, and lessons to be learned when it comes to the quality of products being produced by companies both large and small within the gaming industry, as all too often just one poor release can be the downfall of an entire company. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more content like this on the
But yeah, that was just one little quick video that someone explained. This is by a YouTuber named Viking Ginge 95. But yeah, right, Cherry Man, those tweets on X are hilarious. Yes. Yeah, Spider Zane, you might actually be able to watch ET here on YouTube for free without any, I think it might have commercials, but yeah, Spider Zane, I can't find the exact movie that I watched. I know it was a documentary, but here's the link to at least a good little one that explains the video game crash if you guys want to see it. but I know I watched a few documentaries on Netflix back when I used to have it a few years ago. And yeah, because there's a bunch of video game docs on Netflix that kind of showed a little bit of what happened. But let me see if ET's on here. Let me see. Unless you have to pay for it. Let me see. Never mind, you have to buy or rent. Never mind, guys. Never mind, you have to buy or rent it. Because sometimes they do have old movies that you can see on here, but they'll show commercials. But never mind. But yeah, that's a movie you have to watch, Spider Zane, at some point. E.T. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can't even be compared. Yeah, the movie's amazing, Spider Zane. Yep. Hello, Jalen. It's good to see you. How's it going, Jalen? But yeah, never mind. Yes, YouTube sometimes has old movies, but since that one's a classic, they want you to pay for it. Let me see, you guys. Before we end, you guys, look, I forgot.
Say it with me, my friends.
Yeah.
If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. If buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. And if Sony has decided that the only way to buy a game on PlayStation is to buy a digital license on a monopolized storefront that they control, where they can revoke that license at any time for any reason, including when they decide the console generation you play on is outdated and they want to pump up sales on the new generation consoles, then Sony isn't getting another fucking dime of my money, and Jack Sparrow doesn't have jack shit on me. Oh, it's not that big a deal, Luke. Everybody buys their games digital nowadays. Yeah, except for the kid who borrows their games from their buddies at school because their folks can't afford them, or borrows them from the library. Except for the middle-class folks who buy their games used because the fucking things are $80 and minimum wage is still $7.75 a fucking hour. Except for the single mom who works double shifts all fucking December to buy her kids the games they want and might actually want to see them unwrap them on Christmas Day. Except for all of them, the billion-dollar corporation is not gonna fucking pick you. You don't have to shill so goddamn hard, you bootlicking fuck. Mind you, Sony is the same billion-dollar corporation that bragged about how you could share a disc game between friends when they launched the PS4 because Xbox was going digital. Fuck these corpo rats. Fuck paying $1,000 for a console where you can play an $80 game license they can rip out of your hands at any time for any reason. Fuck these people. Say it with me, man.
This guy's mad. Oh my gosh. I think that may be true, Lau. You might have to look that up about the Studio Obsidian losing 25% of its staff. I think so, because they've been cutting a lot of people. Yeah, they're mad, you guys. They're very calm and collective. Exactly, chill. Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with buying stuff on the eShop, but to take away, physical, to take away choices is the problem, right, Spider Zane? I buy a lot of stuff from the eShop as well, but they're completely removing that so they can be in control. A fork knife? Oh my gosh. But yeah, Cheeky, so that when you were younger, you know what's funny? When I was young, I'm not gonna spoil it. Obviously, it's a really old movie, but I won't spoil it for Zane. I used to be scared of watching E.T. when that one scene happened. If you guys know, you know about E.T. It was creepy when I was a kid. when that thing happened to E.T. You guys. Yeah, it's a good movie though. Yeah, it's one of those movies that you must watch it, Spider Zane, because it is a classic fantasy movie. He said a lot of no words. Yeah, exactly. Yep, he said a no word, Darkness. Yeah, usually these words, what is it? If you don't say a lot of them on your channel, like in the beginning, your channel should be fine. But if you cuss like, I think the first 15 minutes of a video you make or a channel, usually YouTube can like catch it, but yeah. Yeah, Spider Zane, yeah, try and find it. Yeah. Yep, he did say a bad word, but yeah, this is funny though. He was angry. He is angry. Oh my gosh, Eslo, oh my gosh.
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend.
That did not age well, exactly, Cheeky. And look, we were reading these things earlier from Domino's and KFC. He is funny, right, Cherry Man? You just followed him? Oh my gosh. Oh, Irom, the angry video game nerd, right? Is that the one you're talking about? He says a lot of... Yeah, he is funny. Yeah, he was just joking, Spider Zane. We don't want to spoil the movie for you. Oh, wait, not him? Wait, who was it? The other guy? Oh, okay, the other one? The one that was raging, Chariot Man? Oh, you know what? I need a... You know who's really funny? Let's see. Back then, gaming wasn't a popular... Yeah, it wasn't profitable as today. They actually cared and wanted to make a name for themselves. Now, today's age is not... That is so true, Tony. Now, everyone wants to get on it because it is making a lot of money. So, yeah, that is true, Tony. You know who gets a lot of funny, like, you know who's really funny? Well, not funny, but she actually plays video games, you guys, and she reviews and plays the horrible games. So a lot of people, yeah, she makes a lot of noise on X and YouTube because she actually plays games. So it's so funny. Vera Dark.
That are speculating, they are panicking internally, and they're going to backtrack. Come Monday, there are other people that are saying there's no possible way they're going to apologize and fix this situation, and they're just going to double down. And now people are calling them out on the fact that they are silent, they are refusing to acknowledge the situation, and really it's only making it worse for them. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the link to the company that feels like they can do no wrong, and that even if they lose a few customers, they have a lot to gain, and most of their fans will not abandon them. But the situation on social media is looking pretty dire for them. We are hearing about mass PlayStation Plus cancellations. Their initial post that they made has over 100 million views in only a couple of days. Never mind all of the responses between posts and videos and articles of people absolutely destroying them. And their silence is not making the situation any better. They're not answering people's questions. They're not even acknowledging that gamers are upset, and so it has led to so much more discussion because there is so much speculation. There are so many people demanding answers, and I don't think that they are going to backtrack.
Do you guys think Sony's going to recover from this? We talked about this earlier, you guys. Do you think... it's been 5 days since Sony said anything. What do you think? Anyone in here have a clue on what Sony will say to try and apologize? Anyone have any ideas what they're gonna say? And they're gonna get ratioed again on like the dislike button. Oof. They literally haven't said anything in 5 days. I can't, man. Whenever they actually post something, they're gonna go all in on them. It's too late, right, Cherry Man? Oh my gosh.
Personally, I do believe that they have been planning this for a very long time. They don't just wake up one day and decide, oh my gosh, this is the direction we want to go, and look at their console direction.
No worries, Darkness. We're about to end the stream right after this. Thank you for coming on in. Enjoy Roblox.
With the PlayStation 5, you have the standard version.
I agree with you, Cherry Man. Yep.
Version. The PlayStation 5 Pro was digital only unless you got the additional drive attachment. This is what they have wanted, just like every company has wanted it, but they could have at least addressed the fact that people are upset. And There are so many posts saying PlayStation has abandoned social media for 5 days now, after the huge backlash over the end of physical releases from everyone except some bootlickers. This is apparently not the first time they already
Now
did it when
Xbox
they
is
shut
going through their own thing, but yeah, Xbox is doing horrible too. But I get you though.
down Blue Point Games. They probably think people will forget and will eat this up. And yes, it is true. They know that the news cycle on social media is very fast. One day you might be talking about something, and then the next day you...
That might happen, chill, right? Yeah, at some point, yeah. As long as you're buying, you know, the online portions will eventually close, but at least you bought the games physical, right? Or if anything. But yeah, most online games will eventually close. But hopefully, yeah, 2028 is going to be crazy, or leading up to it, yeah.
Don't you forget about it 2 weeks later, and it is a situation that dies off. I don't believe that that is going to happen here, because this is the future of the industry. If it is true that Xbox is going to be abandoning physical, and Nintendo is really going to be the only company that upholds that, even though we've talked about getting key cards and how controversial those are, I don't see a way that people are just going to forget about this. It's not like they shut down a studio and 2 weeks later, everybody's been laid off, it's closed, nobody's talking about it anymore. And this has led to people digging into their history, digging into what they've been doing, like this post. If you have not used your account for at least 36 months, we may take steps to close it. In that case, we will contact you via the email address registered to your account and give you 6 months to either log into your account or contact us and tell us to keep your account open. Now, this has been in their terms of service for a very long time. I think that this is pretty standard, but it's
Okay,
still
cool. Thank you,
not a
Spider
good
Zane. I
look that
appreciate
one day
it.
you're just
Welcome
gonna
back.
close down my account because I haven't logged in a little while, and because they've been silent, this has led to so many people digging through their terms of service, digging through their posts, talking about them even more, and this situation has gotten much larger than I think they anticipated. You have the Stop Killing Games official account saying PlayStation has once again taken down another community note, the 4th one. This time we learn the split between physical and digital sales. What will it be next? And yes, the community notes are clusterfuck. I've talked about this before, especially in my podcasts, but it doesn't matter for a PlayStation account. But just so you're aware, the community notes on
Welcome back,
posts are
Game123.
always a war zone. And the reason why they're a war zone is because if my post gets community noted, I don't make any money off of it. And so you have the, left defending the left, the right defending the right, the left attacking the right attacking the left. Oh, I don't agree with you, so that means I'm going to disagree with your community note, or I am going to put a community note on your post, because if somebody specific makes money off of social media, one community note, and they don't make money from it. It doesn't matter for Sony, but it matters because this is information that people should have. But as you can see, because I'm part of the community note program, scrolling down, there is at least a dozen notes here. Some of them are people arguing, some of them are legitimate. This one is one that was pretty standard. Phasing off physical PlayStation media raises consumer rights concerns. Unlike physical copies, digital purchases generally grant a revocable
All right,
license
welcome back.
rather than ownership
Welcome
of the
back, Darkness,
software.
and welcome back,
Physical
Zane.
games can also be sold, lent, rent, traded, and preserved, unlike digital games. So yeah, it is a war zone. As you can see, and their initial post is currently sitting at 132.
Let me see what else. Oh yeah, this is the one that the lawsuit. Hold on, lawsuit. Where is it? Yeah, there's a lot of people making videos about this.
You haven't seen the sun in days. So at this point, it'd be easier to just...
When a gamer buys a PS4 disc, they have
Yeah,
the rights
I'll
to
try
use
to
that
click
copy.
on it later on,
They
Spider
can trade
Zane.
in
If
the
it doesn't
game
take a
at
long
retail,
time, let's see if it
sell
works.
to another person, lend it to a friend, or keep it forever.
After January of 2028, the main account has effectively become a ghost town. No tweets, nothing. A peek at the support profile, which last told players that the PS5 Pro could enhance image quality on PS4 games, and how it and the base console could capture gameplay, reveals exactly why. PlayStation Plus cancellations, pictures of physical game collections. A modified version of PlayStation's slogan to now say, play by our limits. My favorite is probably the image from Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, except the Colonel's dialogue to Raiden reads, corporations will abandon physical media, and the individual
Exactly,
will own
right,
nothing
Spider
at all."
saying they're profiting.
And on it goes, for about 3,000 comments on one tweet. If it wasn't clear enough already, the decision to kill physical games has gone down poorly. Polls from different publications show that most readers are fine with the PS5 being their last
Play has
console.
limits, exactly.
Brazilian lawmaker Erica Hilton
that's
seeks to
too funny.
investigate Sony if it plans to announce digital-only titles and use them to push digital-only consoles. She also brought up a rather interesting issue in hindsight, how consumers paid more for consoles with disk drives only to now be faced with a digital-only feature. Remember when Sony was pushing for its optional Blu-ray disc drive? How it faced supply shortages and extensive scalping when...
But yeah, you guys, let's see. Okay, cool. This was a 3-hour stream. It was really fun just talking about there was a lot to talk about, so it was pretty cool just going in on Sony and all this stuff that we talked about with the physical games. So this was pretty cool. Yo, welcome back, Jess. Yeah, hopefully you had a good day, Jess. Welcome back.
When the PS...
Yeah, this was only supposed to be a 2-hour stream, but you know what? 3 hours, just like Tori said, since we had a lot to talk about, it was funny. I don't know how to use them, Darkness. I say look up a video on how to, because I heard that it's a process to use. That's why I never attempted it, Dark Cup, about the whole YouTube DM stuff. Apparently you have to download something. Nice and sunny day out. Let's go, Jess. Nice. 6 hours is crazy. 6 hours is crazy. But yeah, I'm considering, you guys, streaming at night again, since I don't think I'll be able to play the Stray game, Zane, since I don't have PS Plus anymore. I might come back and play something. If not, then I'll just stream tomorrow, you guys. Yeah, I'll probably just wait till tomorrow, but if I do come later on, I'll play something random. Yeah, or if anything, I'll stream something easily on my PS5, since I can easily stream through the PS5, but we'll see. Not sure just yet. But you guys, I am going to end the stream now. I am going to... Hello, Troy, what's up? We're about to leave. How are you doing today, Troy? I am going to raid someone named Kink. He is playing Silk Song, his first playthrough. I know, what's funny is, Eslo, I just haven't resubscribed after months of not using it. I mean, after like, I think I subscribed to it months ago for 1 month only, and yeah, I just don't have the need to pay for the whole year. So yeah. Yeah, it just worked out that way, which is funny. It's all good, Troy. Yeah, today I started really early just to do this like podcast style stream. Oh, let's go, Cup. Yeah, we're about to raid Kink, but I'm thinking of streaming late night tonight again, Troy. I know you guys are probably like 3 hours ahead of me, but we'll see though. We'll see if I stream again later tonight. But yeah, I hope all is well though, Troy. Yeah, I might come back later on tonight to maybe play. I know, exactly. That was funny though, Eslo. That was so funny. I get it. As soon as when I read it, I knew you were talking about that. I purposely did it. Yes. That is funny. Yes, I joined the what is it? The cancellation, exactly. Yeah, see, I know it's late for a lot of you guys. But yeah, sometimes I do late night streams starting like at 7 or 8 o'clock on my time. It's only 4:41 p.m. over here. But yeah, we'll see though. Oh yeah, you know what, Tony? So the thing you have to realize, what people have to realize is that there's a lot of quote unquote normie people who don't watch these types of videos, who literally are just people who play games and they can care less about what's going on. They just want to play. Like they're not into this deep of like the back end of like that know a lot like we do, right, Tony? Like there's a lot of parents who just buy consoles just because their kids want it, and that's it. They just don't have. Yeah, that's just how it is. A lot of people are just normal people who play games and they don't know anything about what's going on. I know, right? Better start saving up almost 2K, right? Almost 1,500 bucks, 2K for the next system, right, Tony? It's gonna be crazy. That's insane. But yeah, you guys, we're going to raid Kink. He is playing Silk Song. I'm gonna be in his chat while I eat, and I might come later on tomorrow for tonight for another stream, maybe a single player game. We'll see. So if you guys want to go in on a Lens raid, just click that link, or I'm gonna redirect you guys. So, all right, see you later, Robin. I appreciate you lurking. Appreciate it. Exactly, right, Tony? They have to have the latest. Exactly. PS6, Xbox, and whatnot will cost you 15. Exactly. That's gonna be insane as well. Oh my gosh. But yeah, thank you so much, chat. Eslo as well for sharing the content, and Chariot Man, everyone in here for hanging out. See you later, Alex, Cheeky, Cup, Zane, Tony, Robin, everyone in here. Game123, Troy, Nelly Cheppy, Salt was in here, Chill Aspirin, IROM, I appreciate it. Yeah, see you guys, bye.
Lens of Truth is here. Welcome to our Hylian family.